to the Carbonite Collectibles podcast.
Beautiful.
Hi.
Hello.
So, after some technical difficulties, we are actually live. We changed podcast providers in the middle of setting this all up because Riverside sucks. So, yeah.
Apparently it does.
You could say that.
But what are we up on now?
Restream.
Go Restream. Way to go, Restream.
Yeah. It's the way. This is the way.
But how is everybody on this late Friday night?
Set a Friday.
Yeah, I just like, oh shit, I forgot what
Set a
day of the week
Friday.
it
We
is.
almost went into the future.
Bruv, we got 40 minutes till it's Saturday.
You were almost right. You were almost right, and then you wound it back. Hey, and to be honest, you are right, just depending on where you're at.
Yeah. Insightful.
That is insightful.
Well, you know, that's not what they say about me.
So how's everybody's week been?
Interesting.
It's been
Very
a week.
interesting.
Interesting.
What's been interesting, Wrath? Talk to us. Dive into that, homeboy.
Just the things that have been purchased this week have been very interesting.
Ooh, what kind of purchase?
You got something coming up, don't you?
Do have a stream coming up that's going to be
Ooh.
pretty litty.
Okay, what do you got? What do you got? What do you got?
That's a lot of
2010,
things.
2012 Galaxy.
2012.
Yup.
Yo.
I don't even know if I've seen 2012.
Well, tune in.
What volume is that? What series?
I don't fucking. I don't know.
Set is between 5 and 7.
It's probably 5 and 7. If I had
Same
to
year.
guess. Or 6
Same
and
year.
7.
Nice. When is that stream, Wrath?
I don't know yet. Because as you can see, they're not properly stored for mailing. So, if I can get the
What up, Obi
top
Sean?
loaders tomorrow, it will be tomorrow's stream. If
Oh,
I
sick.
can't get the top loaders tomorrow, then it'll be Wednesday's stream.
Cool.
Because your boy is going on a little trip.
Well,
And your
first of all,
favorite
tell
rocket
us,
ship.
No, I don't.
Probably.
The rocket ship's in the shop.
oh, bummer. The Volkswagen.
Volkswagen's active, but
Okay.
it's not in rocket ship mode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait, where can we find you streaming?
Whatnot.
Okay,
Not sponsored yet.
so we can
Sponsor this
find you
man.
on Whatnot.
Whatnot, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook,
Over
Telegram,
Sean,
WhatsApp.
Telegram.
Oh shit, JT's here. Gotta go. I carried JT in
man.
Fortnite the other night. He was too heavy.
Obi-Wan Kenobi is doing more voice acting. Keep it up, dude.
Yeah.
Send
Yeah.
us some clips.
Yeah,
He's going
send
to
us
be
some.
Yoda in my like little radio play I'm working on.
Well, where's my fucking gig?
You're going to be a Jedi Temple guard. Shut up.
Welcome to the Jedi Temple. Fuck off.
Please honestly be a Jedi Temple guard that talks like that.
Just
Sounds
walking.
like Jason
The
Statham.
characters are just walking through, and it's just like makes this better. I can do it.
You're-
Whatever you need.
You're
bro.
like Django's great grandfather. You're just right in the line still.
My son's gonna grow up to be a clone.
You're going to hear this voice a lot.
You're gonna hear this voice over the next 25 years.
And the only reason it won't be longer is because their age acceleration is going to kill them all.
And they wanted to hire inferior actors to play stormtroopers.
All right. Beautiful. little debrief on Muff's life. Let's go, Lord. What's up,
Not
Lord?
shit. Just been chilling.
He got off the couch today.
Good Lord, man. God,
Man.
hey, break me off a piece of that, bro.
Fucking did a little bit of a Lego live. I didn't get shit done, but the bag.
The X-Wing's still not built, by the way. The poly bag.
You got it to a speedboat.
Shut up, Bump.
Could you imagine
Bro.
how long it would take this motherfucker to build Barad-dûr? He'd probably die before he finishes it. We'd get the Ray movie and we'd get fucking GTA 6 before he even starts the fucking backside of Barad-dûr.
We would get Ryan Johnson's trilogy too, bro, in an alternate universe. Oh my gosh, bro. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Brick, what you got going?
I took a day off this week from work because it was raining a lot.
Boo!
And I do landscaping, so I couldn't do anything. So I went up to Orlando.
Oh.
And I went to Universal Studios.
That's a good way to spend a day off.
Let's
I
freaking
got
go.
rained on a little bit, but that was fine. I didn't care. Yeah.
That's still sick.
Nice.
When is Super Nintendo World gonna be done?
Yeah.
Tell me that.
You're talking about
Local? Yeah,
Riddle me
local.
this.
Epic Universe?
Local. Well, no, like apparently, like Super Nintendo World is gonna get added to like somewhere.
they
in
have
the
Yeah,
world.
it's that whole Epic Universe thing.
Yeah. It's
Is that what it
already
is?
Dummy.
They tricked me in Japan, bro. They were like, "This is the only place in Disney
No.
World."
So
They tricked me,
since you're
bro.
local, are you able to get in? Because I know they have like that weird thing where you have to buy like tickets to the everything to get one ticket to Epic Universe.
Well, here's the thing. If you don't have a season pass, then they do have an option where you can buy like 3-day passes, and it only like you can go to one time for Universal, one for Islands of Adventure, and then the other day for Epic. But if you have a season pass, then you have to buy a single ticket for Epic. They don't actually include it into the season pass yet. They want to make money.
Can't make it easy.
If you haven't given us at least 1,000 of your dollars,
What
you're
the
shit out of
fuck?
luck and you have to give us more
So
money.
I do have the season pass, but I don't have I have to buy a separate ticket for it. So I haven't.
So you've given 1,000, but you haven't given 2,000.
Say the Harry
So you
Potter
cannot
stuff they had
get
looked
in
pretty
yet.
dope too.
Oh,
Oh, okay. So I got a good deal by going to Japan
off
to go to
stream
Oh yeah,
Super
yeah.
Nintendo World. Then
about Epic. I can't tell you guys on stream
Why the fuck not?
because I got connections. I'm just kidding.
she got the connect.
I got
She got the
information
connect.
that I want.
She got a connect. She can't share it. That's what's cool. That's cool. We respect
I know.
that.
Tell me now.
We respect
So
that.
closet.
Closet.
Chat.
What's good, dude?
Nope, wrong one.
Respect. on
Hey,
the Super NES,
during the
Kenobi.
shake up, makeup, restream, switch over, doodah, diddly day, wait for Kyber to respond to the group chat. I was about to just text Closet and be like, "Yo, help me out with the YouTube recordings," but now I got stuck here. The donkey area was
Donkey
meant,
Kong.
bro. What fucking Mario Land did you go to?
No. Ain't no donkey show type of area. It was the Donkey Kong area.
Man, just
Look,
walked
hey,
over and
JT
found
knows
the
what he's
donkey
talking
with the
about.
fifth leg.
All donkeys
hey.
have a fifth leg.
Nope. I went to the zoo recently in DC, and one of the donkeys was out and about, and the other donkey, it must have been a little cold on that side of the exhibit. That's all I'm going to have to say about that one.
Hey,
And
you know, when it gets hot and heavy in the donkey cage, one of them usually goes out. But hey,
Are you sure about that?
at least for a little while, you can't find the other one. But JT is right,
What's
man. Donkey Kong Country was first of all, Super Nintendo World in Japan like blew my actual mind. Like whenever I rolled up in there, you go through the green tunnel
pipe?
to get in there, bro. The pipe. You walk through the pipe, and it's like green pipe, and you're like, oh my god, I'm going into Super Mario World, and I don't even know. And you go around, and it curves you so that you can't see, and then it comes out, and you exit, and you go out through like a section of Bowser's castle, and it just opens up, and it's just like full on like multi-dimensional, like you're in
That's
Super Mario World. It like
Jungle
actually
was
blew
on
my mind,
shrooms
and
in
I was
Japan,
like, this
confirmed.
is crazy. Hey, look, no, if I had been on shrooms, it would have been even more. It would have been crazy. But I felt like I was on shrooms. I walked out and I was like, who
Bro,
gave me the shrooms? Who sold me
Jungle
the
go in there on
psilocybin when I was
shrooms.
in
He would have been like,
Japan?
yeah, it was all right.
Midway through the pipe, he would have been in the fetal
Yeah,
position, rocking
it's
back and
okay.
forth.
No, that would not
That would
be
have been
me, bro.
swooner.
Just saying. Just saying.
But dude, that sounds freaking sick, man. Like it looked freaking awesome.
No, it was crazy. It was amazing, and like it was so. What was even crazier is like I'm like okay, Rachel's gonna go ride this ride, and so basically if you have like a family, we had like our kiddo with us who at the time was like 17 months. And so we had like our stroller and we're like pushing it around and it's like really crowded. And I was like, oh my God, this is kind of horrible. And then we get to like the first ride and I was like, Rachel, you should go ride the Mario Kart ride first. And I'll just hang back with the baby. But like what happens is if somebody goes into the line as like a family, then the first person waits through the line. And then as soon as that person is done, then they come and get the next person in the family and they zip them to the front of the line. So basically, it's as if we were all standing in line together the whole time. So basically, then I just got to walk on when we switched. And so luckily, I was on like baby duty and went to nap duty. So she was asleep and I was just like chilling in Bowser's castle. It was kind of crazy. She goes, rides the ride, comes back. I ride the ride, come back. And then she's like, I'm going to take the baby for a while if you want to go get in line for the Donkey Kong Country thing. I was like, cool. So I was like, I need to go use the restroom. So I head down the stairs because you go down the stairs. The restroom's down the stairs, and then you have to go to Donkey Kong Country, like out of Super Mario World. You go down and then back through to this like back area. I'm like kind of cruising back to the bathroom. I see Pop the Bounty Collector down there. I was like, yo, that's Ricky. But I had to pee so bad that I just kept sprinting past him, and I didn't say a word to him. And I didn't know if he knew who I was or not. But I was like, I'll come back whenever I've like, gone to the bathroom and like washed up and everything. So then I go do that. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to run back and find Ricky. And I'm going to like, introduce myself. So I'm like running back out. And then I'm like, dude, looking for Ricky. And then Tony sees me first, actually. And he's like, yo, Jungle. And he just like immediately just like runs at me and daps me up and hugs me. And I was like, yo, what's up? And then Ricky, of course, is there too. And then, we all kind of introduced and everything because I had been posting videos, like stories and stuff. And I had been like messaging Tony, and I figured out, because I jumped on his story, and I figured out that day that they were going to be in Universal in Japan. I was like, this is crazy, because we did not like plan it at all. Like not even a little bit. It was happenstance. And I was like, this is crazy, bro. And so then like I met Tony and Ricky in Universal, in Super Mario World or Super Nintendo World in Osaka, Japan for the first time. Like it was like so bizarre, dude. It was so bizarre. And I was like, this is crazy, because I expected to meet them much later, like at Star Wars Celebration. But then we hung out for a little bit. We chatted. And I was like, we'll connect again. I was like, I gotta go find my wife. And so then I dipped out, and then we zipped back over to Tokyo. And I was like, Rach, I was like, we need to go get our passes early. I was like, we got to go early. And she was like, oh, I mean, we're tired, but let's go do it. So we had checked into our hotel, and we had done Disney that day. So we did Universal. We got on the bullet train, zipped over. We stayed at the Toy Story Hotel, which was like crazy, actually. Toy Story Hotel in Tokyo, Japan. The whole like complex is like different hotels that are themed differently, and then like Disney is right there, and then it's like Sea Disney or Disney Sea. So it's like Disneyland, Disney Sea, and they're both kind of right here, and there's a tram that runs the whole thing, the circuit with all the hotels. So we get there, and then we do Disney that day, and we're honestly exhausted. But I was like, at the end of the day, we were like, we got to go get our passes early for Celebration. So, which was like a 45-minute train ride. from our hotel. So I was like, we got to go though. And Rachel was like, okay, we'll go. So we go over there. Zoop. We get to the convention center. We get in line, and like not like 30 people back, Pop and Tony show up like right behind us. And so then we're just like going through the queue to get our pass, like passing back and forth, just talking to each other the whole way to get our passes. And it was just so funny because somehow our trips just like linked up from like Universal, like all the way over. And they were just like constantly like doing this. And then it just continued from there. Like it just got crazier and crazier. But and the reason that I'm telling y'all this is because I haven't really told anybody this. But it segues into the news that I want to share for tonight. But I'm gonna relinquish the soapbox.
Well,
You might as well
I can
just
tell
fucking tell us
too.
the news.
Dang it.
Like, yeah. Do you want?
Do you guys
Yeah.
want
you
it?
want to do it now?
Okay, so fast forward. Obviously we all like that whole kind of whatnot crew. We all collect cards,
No.
right? So we start, of course, opening and buying all of the Mayo, the Japanese
Yeah.
Mayo cards, which like we're loving. They were in boxes that were so like the US Mayo release looks like this. It has all this on it, but the Japanese boxes, they look different. Here, I got a box right here. But they were all gold and like flat labeled. And these were limited edition. These were limited to Star Wars Celebration. So they all also were in gold packs. So they were in gold packs. The rest of these have like kind of the images from all the characters and stuff. So first night I ran into battle packs like within 10 minutes of being at Celebration. It was super funny because I've been posting stories where people could see my face so that people would recognize me and then I could get to know people a little easier. And I'm walking with like my wife and kiddo Friday, day one celebration. I'm like, we're going to the art show. We got to go meet Tracy Easterday. And so we're kind of walking back there and I'm talking to my wife and doing things. And I just hear, yo, Jungle, what's up? And I look up and it's Steven. It's Battle Packs. And he's like, yo, what's up, dude? And so we all kind of like hang out and we talk for a little bit. And he's like, yo, I'm going to go over here. I was like, okay, cool. He's like, text me. I was like, bet. So we go on and we kind of like go through our day. I go see Tracy. I introduce myself, blah, blah, blah. And there's some stuff there that I'll touch on later that I think is pretty cool. But then fast forward, we start buying boxes from Topps. So I buy 4 boxes. They have a limit, okay? They have a limit on these boxes. They're like, okay, you can only buy 4 per person. We're like, okay. So I bought 4 and my wife bought 4. So I had 8 boxes. I put all of them in my bag and we just kept going. Went throughout our day. Rachel's like, okay, I want to go back to the hotel with Kira. That's my kiddo. And I was like, cool. I was like, I really want to go out with these dudes, like, and hang out with everybody and get to know everybody else. And because Battle Packs had actually messaged me and was like, hey, you should come hang out after. We're going to this English pub. I was like, word,
That's
like,
sick.
cool. And so my wife was like, okay, I'm gonna take the train back. We'll be fine. You go do your thing. I was like, cool. So I go track them down. I go to the English pub. I find everybody. Tony's there. Ricky's there. Victoria is there. Lewis, her husband, is there. And then like everybody's there. And so I roll in there and they're like, oh, yo, Jungle, come back here. So we go back to this table. We got this table in the corner. It's this English pub. We start grabbing beers and everything. And we start ripping these boxes. Okay. So Victoria ripped a Bo-Katan auto, and then a Sabine auto got ripped by Pop. And then like Tony and I didn't really hit anything, but then Steven pulled that mall sketch. And so like all of that got videoed. It was crazy. So then the next night, so fast forward, second day, Saturday, I'm by myself. Rachel and Kira decide they're going to go to see Disney instead. And I'm just going to go to the con by myself. So cool. Go Saturday. I'm like going by myself, blah, 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 blah. I go get more boxes from Topps because I just like had this internal, like this little voice that was like, hey, go buy more boxes. And I was like, okay. So I only ripped a few boxes. I think I ripped 2 boxes and I took the rest back to my hotel. And I was like, I'm going to take them back to the US and do them on whatnot. But then it was like more boxes. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll go buy more boxes. So I went back to Topps. I bought 4 more boxes. Okay. And then I spent the whole day by myself. I didn't see nobody. And then I was like, I'll go to the mall for a little bit because I want to see if I can find anything else. Because I was looking for the Weiss Schwartz. I was actually looking for these. I was looking for the Japanese Weiss Schwartz. And so I knew there was a card shop over there. So I was like, I'll go over there and see if I can find those before I go back to the hotel, because no one was hitting me up. And I didn't really have cell reception. So I was like, I'll get on the Wi-Fi. So I get on the Wi-Fi, blah, blah, blah. Ricky is there and he sees me and he's like, yo, and he's like, purple. He's like, yo, purple. Because at the time they were like confusing like purple Jedi and jungle Jedi. But I was like, I know that they're yelling for me. So I was like, yo, what up, Sklee? What's happening, homie?
What's up, Sklee?
So we're just telling my story about Star Wars Celebration Japan. So basically I turn around, it's Ricky. I'm like, yo, what's up, bro? And so then we start hanging out. It's like him and it's who else is there? Basically everybody is there. And Tony shows up and then Synth shows up. Okay, so Synth City, if y'all haven't seen him on Whatnot, he's like one of the bigger Star Wars, like more popular Star Wars breakers. He's a real character. He's super fun. So Synth shows up. And we're like, cool. And Tony's like, we're gonna break boxes. And so Synth is like, okay, word. We'll go to the food court. We all start like condensing on the food court. Okay, we're all kind of showing up and like everybody's there. Unfortunately, BP was asleep in his apartment or something, or his hotel room. But then Supreme shows up, and so Suh shows up. Everybody's there, and everybody starts streaming. And like, Tony's like, "Do you want to do a 4-box battle?" He's like, "How many boxes do you have?" I was like, "I have 4 that I could break." And he was like, "Dude, let's do a box battle. I have 4, and so we'll just break back and forth. Let's just record it. Let's do a box. Let's do it." And so I was like, "Word." And so we start just like ripping, and we're just ripping, dude. And he starts the first box. I go second box. We go back and forth. So Synth is behind me. His boy Brando is on my right. They're just like back seat, like looking over my shoulder and both filming. Suh is up above, just like streaming on Whatnot. Tony and I are both filming. Victoria's filming. Everybody's filming. And I start ripping packs. It's my turn. And we start seeing something shiny and golden on the edges. Okay. On the edges of the back of my stack of cards. And I hear Synth behind me and he's like, yo, is that a super? And I was like, I like peeked me up and I saw the gold as soon as he was saying it kind of. And I was like, maybe. And I didn't want to get too excited because I was like, maybe. And so superfractors, for those who don't know, in Topps Chrome across all categories, in Topps Chrome, superfractors are 1 of 1s. Okay. So they're serially stamped 1 of 1s. All right. They're the only ones that get made. So like here, I'll just show y'all for example here. This is out of 99. You can see right here. It's an autograph stamped to 99 out of Topps Chrome Black. Okay. So stamped to 1 of 1. There's only 1 in the world. Okay. So superfractors are like highly coveted, highly sought after. Breakers want to break them. They want to rip them. It's exciting. You get the serotonin going. So I'm like trying not to get too excited, but like we're starting to know that this is going to be a 1 of 1. And then we realize Synth is like, is that a super die cut? We start to realize it's die cut. And we're like, oh shoot, this could be a die cut super, like 1 of 1. So I get to the bottom and I pull it, and it is an autograph, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, Adam Driver auto, 1 of 1, and it is it's not technically a superfractor because it's not Topps Chrome, so they call it in that set a foil fractor, but it's serially stamped 1 of 1. It's autographed, it's die cut in this really cool way, and it's Adam Driver, and we all just like fucking like go insane. We like erupt. I especially was just like, what is happening? Like I was in disbelief. And the video that Tony posted has gotten a lot of views, and Synth posted it as well. And it's funny because then at ICC, Big Kids Card Cave, shout out to Mike. He runs one of the biggest Star Wars Whatnot pages, and he breaks Star Wars on Whatnot. And he sends a lot of cards to PSA. So he had seen the video. So whenever I was at ICC, I went and was hanging out with him every day. Me, Tony, and Battle Packs, because we're like kind of the 3 Whatnot like streamers that are really pushing and like trying to get somewhere with it. He was like our mentor during that. Like he was telling us everything that he was trying to like convey to us as like his like, you know, Padawans. And I showed him that card and he was like, "This was you? I watched this video 5 times, bro." He was like, "Yo, this is awesome. This is a beautiful card." And I showed it. He was like, "Can I take it out?" And I was like, "Yeah, I trust you to take it out." Because he looked through a bunch of my other cards. He had taken out some other stuff and he was like, "Yeah." He was like, if I thought that this would gem, if I sent this to PSA, if I thought it would gem mint 10, I would buy it from you. He's like, "But I think it's a 9 because of these things, you know, blah, blah, blah." When I took out the final card I took out was the Kylo Ren. And he was like, "Yo, let me," you know, and he looked it over and he was like, "Dude, you need to send this to PSA." He was like, "You need to send this to PSA." And he was like, "Let me tell you how to do it." He goes, "You need to grade the card and the auto." He was like, "It's going to cost you $850 to submit this card because it's already worth so much." He was like, "You have to insure it and you're going to have to send it in this manner." He told me exactly how to do it. He's like, "But you should do it." And I was like, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was trying to sell the card raw because I was trying to like pay for our trip and cover up some medical bills from the like my kiddo being born and all this stuff with my wife. I was like, I was just trying to like sell it and pay out these bills and then move forward. The Big Kids was like, "Yo, send this in." And I was like, "Dude, like $850? That's kind of crazy." But I did it anyway. And what it does is it expedites when you submit it. So PSA takes a long time. It takes like 90 days if you submit a card in regular fashion. Okay. So if I were to take this C-3PO and submit it and be like, "I'm trying to get a 10 out of this," I could pay $20 and send this out in the way that they want you to. And I wouldn't have to insure it. Like I could just send it because it's a base card, right? But if it gets a 10, it's going to go up, right? So, but that'd be like $20 and it'd probably take like 90 days. What I did, because I spent so much money and I insured it and I pushed it forward with expensive cards like that, they're like, "We will expedite the entire process and we'll do it in 5 days." And I was like, "Okay, bet." So this morning, I got a notification and it was like, "Your card is ready. You can reveal the grade." And so this whole time I've been sweating the grade of this card that I submitted, that I spent almost $900. And I made a video. I put my iPad out and I had my kiddo because I was watching it this morning and I was like, I cannot wait to see this grade. So I set my iPad out, I got my phone out, and I was like, "I'm going to reveal this." And she was wanting to sit on my lap and hang out with me. She was like really interested in like being there. And I was like, "Oh my God, I'm so nervous." Because I just spent almost $900 to basically try to get 2 10s out of this card. Because Big Kids Card Cave had said to me, he was like, "Dude, if this gets 2 10s, which I think it could," he was like, "you're going to have a unicorn on your hands and you can basically put whatever number you want on it." And I was like, "That's crazy." I was like, "This is insane." And I was just like, "Dude, yeah, Sklee, it's insane." And I did it. I actually dropped that to grade the card alone. And not to mention the fact that I'm already doming boxes, guys. I am doming like an entire case of Celebration Japan. Like I domed a whole case. Like $1,200, bro. Like I domed the case. You know what I mean?
I can't relate.
And so no, it was insane. Like it's stupid. You should never do what I did. Like I only did it because I got carried away, to be honest. I got carried away because it was just like momentary. It is sick. And I'm going to show it to you guys right now. Because I do have it on my phone on the PSA. So I'm going to show you. So I'm sitting here thinking like I'm not going to get what I want. I'm not going to get what I want. Here's the app right here. Okay. So I'm going to go into the app. Can everybody see this okay? Can you guys see Steve Aoki right here? Okay. Sorta. Okay. So you can see it says completing my like in progress orders right here. And it's okay if you don't see anything. That's fine. Right here. whenever I move it forward, it comes up and it says like walkthrough. Okay, so walkthrough is like part of what I paid for. Okay, and it shows the card here, and it says reveal grade right here. Okay, so
8.5.
Bro.
Yeah, 1.2.
I'll show it to you. And I made a video. And I'm gonna be posting this video, so you guys can all watch this. Because my reaction video I did, and I've started working on it. So I will be posting that. But I'm gonna hit reveal again. It's gonna show you the back of the card. So it's in the slab, back of the card. Okay. And I'm so nervous. I'm just like, God, I just spent all this money.
It's a dope way to reveal
And
it.
I'm just like, what am I doing? And dude, for like a week and a half, I've just been sweating this card. And I'm just like, my wife is gonna kill me. I'm an idiot. Like, I've just like basically domed a $1,200 case. I found the card great. She's like, I'll be excited whenever you sell this card. And it's like, but so I'm like, I have my kiddo with me and I'm in the backyard and I'm filming and I go to swipe the card. Can you guys see that?
What?
PSA 10 auto gem mint 10.
Whoa.
Double 10s.
All right, so let me get 10K. Pay off the student debts.
Wow. Way to
double
go,
10s
dude.
on this card, chat.
Fucking JT, he's doming. What did he say?
That is so
It's like,
cool.
what?
I'll give you dome for that card.
That's awesome.
That's awesome, dude. Congrats.
And to
PSA
think,
10 auto
to
gem
think
mint
I let
10.
you sleep in a
What
bed
up,
by
Clone Force?
yourself, not knowing you are a millionaire.
So
That's cool.
I mean, I'm hesitant to throw out a price because, like,
I couldn't even imagine. Yeah. That's like up
I
there
think
with the
you're
other
getting-
card.
You're
Like,
getting
that's
up there.
That's awesome.
that's like actually so
That's-
I freaked out. I freaked out because I was sitting here thinking, I may get 110, but I might get a 9 or an 8. Bro, when I saw the double 10s, I started screaming. I was just like, yo, this is insane. So like for the entire lineage of that process, because I wasn't even gonna go to ICCCon because I had already spent so much money. And I figured out a way to kind of like finagle it to where it was going to be pretty cheap for me to go. So I went ahead and like risked it. And I did it. And it was like, dude, like the payoff is going to be so huge on this. Like, because I'm going to the National Card Convention in Chicago. Yeah. And it's the biggest card convention in the world, you know? Like, and there's going to be people walking around with a lot of money to drop on like really rare cards, and this will be a very rare card. Like, I don't even know how many double 10 superfractor autos exist in the wild, like over across any category, you know?
Okay.
Like, it's actually so crazy. Like, it's blowing my mind, like continuously, because I was like, I need to look up on PSA and see what the population is across all these categories for one of one gem mint 10 auto 10s. How many are there?
Probably not a lot.
Probably not
Yeah.
that many, dude.
I would bet the under of 5.
Yeah, I would say less than a handful.
So like okay, so whenever I was talking to Big Kid's Card Cave, like, let's rewind a little bit. He had an out of 5 Padme Natalie Portman autograph that had been gem 10'd, auto 10'd. Okay, so potentially there are 5 in the world, right? So yeah, we're talking about that, Sklee. So he had $20,000 listed on that card. Out of 5.
But it's also
Natalie Portman,
Nat Portman.
Padme. It's Natalie. So
I'm thinking at least like
which
8 to 10. Man.
Yeah, I think like, so so Natalie is obviously more desirable in general, right? But that's also for people that are, and this is interesting, right? Because like the market is bizarre with like high-end collecting, because you've got like all of us who are like going crazy about Natalie, you know, but right, Sklee. So like even whenever I was talking to big kids, he was like, you're probably going to be in this same ballpark as this out of 5 Natalie. So it's like you have the out of 5 Natalie, which is probably generally like if it were a 1 of 1, think about how much more it would be worth. It would be like in the 50K
I was going to say 50,
probably,
ceiling 65.
Right? So take the exactly. So it's going to be like way higher than that because it's an out of 5.
Yeah,
around 20.
I think
So,
you could probably get 20 out of a 1 of 1 Kylo.
That's what
I would say.
That's kind of the minimum that I'm talking is like,
and that's like super low end.
Yeah, we're thinking like somewhere in the 20 to 25K list price.
Yeah.
Which is insane. Like it's insane. But like it's so rare. Like there are no other die cut 1 of 1 autographed Star Wars cards that are Gem 10 auto 10s. Like you can look for them. I don't think you'll ever find one. Like there is likely some Gem 10 auto 10, and especially because in the Star Wars community there's this weird misconception that like because it's a 1 of 1 you shouldn't send it to PSA. There's a weird misconception. It's fucking goofy. I've seen people say it many times over. They're like, it's a 1 of 1, why would you send it? And I'm like, because you don't understand high-end card collecting. If you look at every other category of sports that are already operating in the tens of millions, if not more, hundreds of millions of dollars, even just in the secondary market on graded cards every year, those people are looking for stuff, you know, like, and they're moving stuff at very high end. Like we're seeing $20,000 and $30,000 cards being moved at, you know, a 9, you know, mint 9 auto 10, you know, for 30K on an athlete. And it's like, that's crazy, you know? So people, I think in the Star Wars card collecting community aren't quite like, they haven't caught up yet to the high-end card market, but that's where it's going. Like there's only one direction it can go, right? So, and like people like Big Kids Card Cave, they're taking it to that place, you know? They're pushing it in that direction with the sketches, with the which sketches should just be authenticated, right? They shouldn't be graded. That's where you say those should be authenticated. But the super fractures, you know, if you have a good eye and you can look at them and say, I think that it will do this based on my past experience, then you should do it, because it's only going to increase the value of that card and preserve it for all time, you know? So the Star Wars collecting community needs to take a page out of the book of, you know, the high-end sports collecting community and realize that like this is going to be a high-end collectors community and we need to act like it, you know? I've had the floor for a long time. So
we enjoyed hearing this. This was fantastic.
And that's the end of my whole spiel. Like, huh?
I said we enjoyed hearing it. That was fantastic. Like, dude,
it's a crazy story.
Great job on getting that, man.
And I felt like I saved it. I didn't post anything about it because I wanted to be able to share it with you guys first. I shared it privately to a select couple or few people that I knew wouldn't leak it. And then this is the first I'm expressing it. I will be putting it on Instagram, and I did my reaction video, so that will be going live on my YouTube as well. So hopefully I can get that out by, you know, sometime this weekend, and you guys can enjoy that, because I actually kind of like lost my
fantastic,
mind
dude.
a little bit.
So
yeah.
It's hard to top that, because I was going to ask you guys like what you guys like got at like ICC Con and everything. It's hard to top most of the stuff we got at ICC Con with that.
Hey, look, there I can top it. I honestly, well, we can equal it, because
no, I got you.
Like, to me, the most value in this community is about us. It's about our interactions. you know, like, because what's going to happen is I'm going to take that card and yeah, I'll probably get a ton of money for it, right? I'll sell it, make a lot of money. And then guess what, guys? We're going to forget about it and we're going to move on to the next thing. But what we're not going to forget about is each other. And that's going to be the cool thing, is that you'll realize that the value is actually in like all of our interactions and relationships that keep building and building and building. And that's where I put my value. Like, that's why it was so special to me whenever I pulled that card, because it solidified relationships in that circle and everybody that was there, you know, and that was more important to me than the card itself. And so, like, to me, it's crazy that I end up with this high-end card and it's highly valued now, because I think the reward for that experience and that lesson for me personally and for my family was that I was putting more value and emphasis on the like inner relationships, you know, the like relationship I was building with Tony because we were ripping boxes together, you know, the relationship that I was building with Synth and Brando because I kept heckling them and giving them cards like over my shoulder and stuff, like clowning on them and then, you know, just the whole thing. And then Suz right there, he's streaming, and now Suh and I have a bond because, you know, he was like, yo, dude, how's that free Japan trip? You know, like, and now his whole following just saw me pull that. And then now Mike from Big Kids Card Cave watched the videos that Tony posted. And now I have a mentor in this space. To me, that's all way more valuable than what I could ever, you know, it's like, even if I pulled a Luke Skywalker, I might pocket that, you know? It's like, I might keep that. You know, because I pulled the Kylo, I'm willing to sell it and like set my family right moving forward. But to me, so it's not even about the card, actually. It's about the people that I was with and that experience. And then like going to ICC. And then it's kind of like, okay, I keep building on like the community aspect of like, for me, having Star Wars friends is way more valuable long term, you know?
I can feel the rage building up inside of Swoonski with his 105 fucking Han Solo that hasn't been sniffed.
Fuck, I've been holding back fucking yawns. Not because the story's boring, but fucking we're supposed to start like 3 hours ago. No, that's
okay.
Fucking,
that's how it goes,
that's
man.
Actually insane, dude.
Yeah.
But why'd you have to bring up the fucking out of 5 Han card, buff? Fuck you.
You brought out of 5s?
Out of 5s are gangster. Out of 5s are nasty, bro. You want me to move?
I've got an out of 5 Jyn Erso, if you know.
I have an out of 5 Biggs Darklighter. You know?
Did they do his, his fucking eyes dirty? Is his eyes closed in the shot?
Probably. Let me see. Hold up. Somebody else have
Rick.
the floor.
Why me?
Oh, no.
Hey, what's up, Rex?
Brick, hey, Brick, I want to know what it was like, your ICC experience, because I saw you some. I wanted to connect with you more, but you were like connecting with other people, and I want to know about that. Like, what was your experience like?
It was wonderful. Like, I really wanted to go so badly, and I worked really hard to try to get there, and I was going through a lot of stuff at the moment. But the fact that I was able to just get there and interact with everybody, and I didn't even spend that much money there. I just wanted to just run around and hang with everybody. So I literally, that's what I did. I was like running around and just like trying to see everything and meet everybody and at least spend some time with everybody. So it was great, because one thing is like to like video chat with everybody, but actually meeting everybody and getting to know everybody was great. Like, I loved it. And yeah, like, and I don't have that many. I'm gonna be honest, I really don't have friends that live near me, so having to actually meet you guys that are my friends and actually spend time together is actually, it was more important than actually seeing a lot of the actors. I just wanted to hang out with you guys.
And
we're cooler than the actors.
And one of the funniest things is, guys, if you start watching some of like people we don't know, like their ICC con videos, you just randomly will see all of us hanging out together in the background of almost everybody else's videos out there from ICC con. What is that? That patch card?
It was Reva. It's for Swinsky.
No, I saw. There's a reason why I didn't pull up that damn comment.
My God.
Congratulations,
You have one
Swinsky.
card.
Patch card.
Yeah, Sklee. Yeah. So let's talk about that because that is something that I think we all, not all of us, but a lot of us definitely recognize with is like not having friends that either are on the same kind of wavelength as us. Like, it's like we're all obsessive about the collecting and the Star Wars, but it's like, who can we even talk to? It's like, hey, I got this thing. And they're like, we don't care. People around you are like, we don't care. You're like, you know, we don't care, you know? And I find that like one of the reasons that we all connect on such a quick and like kind of, for lack of a way of saying it, like intimate level is because we've been looking for that for so long and we're so like starved for it that it's really rad for all of us to come together in these spaces and be like, yo, like we already know. It's like we don't it's unspoken, you know? It's unspoken and we're all just living in a drought, you know, when it comes to like friends in this fandom.
Thank you for being
like
Hey, yeah, Brick. Thank you. Thank you. That's what
it
it's all
absolutely
about.
was like the best part of like the whole ICC con thing was just that first moment too, when you're just kind of like just getting there and like walking around, and then you like see somebody, hey, it's you.
Someone yelled out.
I saw you, Kyber, and I was like,
I think honestly,
and you were like, yeah,
I think you were the first person I saw.
And I felt so stupid, but it was so funny. It was so funny.
Who was it? Nerd, you were there. Was it Rossi that yelled out bricks? And
I wasn't there for that one.
Okay, well, I don't know
did meet Rossi. So
someone like yelled out bricks, and it freaked me out because I didn't expect anybody to like recognize me. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, how do you know me?
Well, because your Instagram, I recognized you immediately.
It's weird.
I thought you were somebody's kid.
You know?
That's a compliment. Thank you.
Leave it.
At this
right,
point, at my age, that's a compliment.
Right.
Appreciate your closet.
I don't remember anybody asking you, bro. No,
You always just find a way to take a shit on a pretty moment, don't you?
Yeah. What's closet? It's never a pretty moment.
These losers, they know they feel it in their hearts. In their sweet little hearts, they feel it. Yeah, Kyber and I are dads, so we're
like married.
We may be badass on the outside, but we're soft and cuddly on the inside.
Oh yeah, my kid got to do her first cosplay at ICC Con. She was a little Leia.
That was sick.
There was a couple little Leias running
that triple
around.
Leia photo was,
dude, it was the
dope.
dopest thing ever. So we were walking back to the room because I was literally dying inside my costume, and we saw original trilogy Leia, and she's like, "Oh, I'll get a picture with her." So like they were about to get pictures, and then all of a sudden up runs sequel trilogy Leia. So I get a picture with like my daughter is little Leia with original trilogy Leia and sequel trilogy Leia.
That's cool.
Sick.
That's awesome.
That's a special moment, man.
Yeah, she was like, she had a pretty good time
That's
doing
special for that to like kind of all just the convergence, you know? The convergence is like those moments are kind of rare, you know? That's the first time Swoonsky's ever done that, so you guys got to help him out.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah,
He's like, wait a minute, I put the fingers. Where do I put the fingers?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. He almost figured it out that time. Show him some love, chat.
So,
oh man, that's cool, Kai.
Who would you guys say was probably like your favorite person to meet at ICC Con? As far as like not us, like because obviously we were all awesome to meet, but but like as far as like the people that were paid to be there.
Are we sure that they were paid?
I want to hear Wrath.
My
I hope
favorite person
so.
that I met was Muff Bunzo, and then he tragically died on the way home from ICCC. So.
Worth that 40.
He died in Nashville.
He
on this
did die
trip,
on this
bro.
trip. He was out super late, so pour one out
Too
for the
late.
homie Muff Bunzo.
Buff
I'm gonna be
Munzo.
honest. I really enjoyed meeting Roger Christian.
Same.
I think that topped it off pretty good.
I think we know my answer.
Yeah.
Is that true?
That's
Or was it
Probably
theory?
bro.
Or was it theory?
Yeah,
Probably
just
theory.
Theory's
Yeah.
cool.
This was a close second though,
yeah.
right?
Brendan was super dope. I talked to him for like an
He's,
hour.
he's a cool dude.
Brendan
He's
is
a
the
really
shit,
cool
dude.
dude.
I actually,
Brendan is actually so the
you
G.
guys can see it on my
Show
Instagram.
us. Show us, Brick. Show us your Roger Christian on the Luke's lightsaber 24 Galaxy Pulsar out of what, 199?
Yep, 13 out of 199.
Number 13. Lucky number 13 out of 199.
So I was just way too into getting like a bunch of Roger autographs. So I got
Kyber got 27
I got
autographs.
this
from
plaque
Roger.
here.
Kyber kidnapped Roger's kid for an hour until he finished signing.
And forced him to sign autographs.
And then
Oh,
got
shit.
an autograph his book.
Memoirs of Roger.
His movie,
Roger.
which, you know, if you guys are at a con that he's at, definitely pick it up. It's great. And then this is my favorite one.
I
Yes.
don't. You guys all have copies, signed copies.
Me
I've
either.
never seen
Got it
it.
on his
Thanks,
desk there.
Disney. Thanks, Disney.
I have this freaking
They need to
dope
put it on Disney
lightsaber
Plus, and
card.
then I'll see it.
That's actually cool.
That card
And
is
yeah,
sick,
it's got his
bro.
auto right up there.
That card is sick. Although Coke Zero,
Orange cream.
Orange
Not
Coke
recommended.
Zero.
Do
Not recommended.
I am skeptical
It's
of
not
what's
good.
in that
Coke
can.
Zero.
I would much rather drink this. I think this is healthier for you. Yo, that's crazy.
Oh.
So this was my backup that I got on eBay for $12.
That's pretty sick.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
And then
That's crazy.
I got this because I know who I'm gonna get one day.
Oh, yeah.
Eventually.
That's out of control, dude. Ray, he cancels
He
every
canceled
con,
near me
bro.
already once. So,
You're gonna have to track him down at his
but
home.
this is the Grail piece of that week.
yeah, that
Sweet.
one's
Brendan Wayne.
that
and
one's
Bo-Katan.
so sick.
Sklee, I
That
got him
one's so sick.
on.
Did you guys
I believe
watch
it's
the
Blue
podcast?
Dog Designs on Etsy. It's kind of sad. I think Disney went after whoever runs that shop because they used to have some dope ones with like actual character photos and stuff on the plaques. They're gone. So
Yeah,
I,
because they didn't pay for the rights to the IP.
so I think somebody came after him.
Yeah.
So they only have the ones now that just have like you can get the movie title and all that stuff on there.
Yeah, and Roger was actually, I don't know if anybody noticed, but Roger was signing plaques for the next Roger Christian
Yep.
saber,
The Vader one.
which I need to get.
Yeah,
I would love
will
to.
be
but I
going
assume
into
it's going to
debt
be
for
a
it.
very
I need it.
expensive lightsaber.
I need
I think it's going to be more expensive than the other one.
It probably will because it's supposed to be like nothing we've seen. Like that's what intrigues me the most. Is he said it's no lightsaber we ever seen before, so no iteration of,
Well,
a
it's-
Vader lightsaber.
No, I was hearing, what I heard was that it is Roger Christian's take on what Vader's lightsaber should have been.
Yeah.
Right, but one we've never seen before either.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
because I think he said that he was using like,
Concept art.
Mhm.
kind of shitty, but like the top and bottom of Vader's saber in there. and-
Oh,
Like he's
Okay.
even talking like vein, like a veins to it and stuff. Like
Yeah.
he's like straight up like just evil.
wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm really curious what ends up popping out of that because
crazy. That's crazy.
yeah, he's definitely a blast to me. And then I mean, I would have to say it's tough because I mean, we were all there. So I guess we should probably talk about this now. So we all had that amazing moment that we got to be a part of. Yes.
With Lewis.
The one of one.
Yeah.
So
the one of one.
that was.
Speaking of one of ones, to bring it back to one of ones.
Which we looked it up when I was talking to Lewis. We looked up, it was a 600 trillion in one shot that was going to happen.
That would ever happen in the whole. It's impossible.
Okay, so I looked up other things that had the same odds. Hitting 19 holes in ones, hitting the Powerball
in a row,
the Mega Millions on the same day, 2 days in a row.
No, that's slight work, bro.
Flipping heads 49 times in a row.
Bro, fuck winning the lottery. We pulled a 1 of 1 fucking Star Wars character card with the fucking actor 20 feet away from us.
It was so.
You're welcome,
bro. Anybody that hasn't seen Tony's videos or haven't heard us like just talking about it like constantly, basically what happened was our friend Optic, he bought a pack of high tech months ago. And when he was in like Hawaii,
months,
and then he moved with that pack, still didn't open it, and then just decided to take it to Tennessee, and then opens it with us.
He was gonna sell it.
Dude, what's
so
crazy is
he even asked me, bro. This is a little side.
Oh yeah, you forgot about that
bit of information. Little lore. He was like, "Hey, I've got a box of high tech. Do you want to buy it?" And I was like, because I was like doing deals and like buying packs and boxes and stuff. And he was like, "You want to buy my high tech?" And I was like, well, let's look at the market because I know it went down. It's probably in that 120, 130 space. I'll give you 120. And he was like, "Oh man," he's like, "I paid 160, you know." And he looked at the market. He goes, "It has gone down, man. This is crazy. I paid 160." And I was like, "Bro," I was like, "You should just rip it." You should just rip it like tomorrow and we'll all just hang out. We'll film it. That'll be a part of the whole thing. I was like, just rip it. I didn't even push to buy it. I was like, bro, I'm not trying to get in on that. I was like, you should just rip it. And then it like actually blew my mind. I was like,
and if you want to believe in like crazy fate.
And I told Optic after the fact, I was like, bro, I'm glad I didn't buy that. I was like, because I wanted, because for me, it's like I already had that kind of a moment earlier, like last month. I was like, for someone else to have it and for us to all share it meant more to me to be a part of it and it be somebody else. I was like, that's sick. I was like,
and the thing is, and that's what I was like,
freaking go.
I talked like Lewis about is like, if you would have bought it, who's to say you would have opened it at that table at that time when he was sitting right over there?
Right.
I may not have.
I may have saved it for the break. I may have saved it for the break on my stream on whatnot.
Like that's just the craziest. That like all these tiny things had to line up perfectly for this all to happen.
Everything lined up so perfectly, dude. Everything. Like it's impossible. Like it is an impossible moment. Like so many things tried to derail that moment for like probably 6 months.
And the thing is,
but the moment still
we have to give credit here.
But the moment still happened.
This dude, okay, how much my point? This dude right over here, because he went over and talked to Lewis. Lewis came over.
Wrath. No, that's true. I heard I was filming right next to Optic.
Speaking of which, did I film that him signing in this stuff? Was that on your phone? I think it was, right?
I have him signing over the shoulder. On my phone. I have him signing it. I think I filmed it. I have it.
Because I didn't film it on mine. I looked for it.
I have it on. I think I filmed it on mine. I'm not sure what happened to your phone, but I filmed it on mine because I don't know.
If yours was like right over the card, then I filmed it. Because I know one of y'all somebody that we know passed me their phone and said, "Film this," because I didn't have my phone on me.
Yeah, it was one of us. I'm not sure if it was me. I think I had my phone for most of it.
There's multiple angles.
But regardless of that, we're like blown away because what had happened was we had seen that there was a sketch in the pack. And we were like, we were all
no,
like
I saw
the sketch. And then we were like,
Yeah.
pull the back card.
As
We were
soon
like,
as
get him
he
out of there.
pulled the
And then he's
Sebulba,
like, oh my god, there's
it's
a
like
one of
Sebulba is
one.
one of my favorite Phantom Menace characters. Just out of, I mean, like Kyber was there when I was talking to Lewis about why. I saw that card, and then I saw the gold glint on the top right, and I was like, oh shit. And I didn't say anything
I didn't know.
because I was just so fucking gobstopped in the moment.
You're blown.
Because I looked over and
You're
I had
blown.
seen Andy and Lewis over there talking with their wives and all that stuff. And then, like, I heard as I just started fucking walking as soon as we found out it was a one of one. I just fucking walked, and I heard
Yeah,
somebody
he
behind
did.
me like, "We should go tell him." And I was like, "I'm already fucking,
You're-
I'm
Yeah,
fucking
he's already going.
shaky walking over to this table." He's
Yeah.
full conversation, so I just said, "Hey, really sorry to bother you guys, but Lewis, we just hit a one-on-one Sebulba." He goes, "I haven't got a clue what that means," and I was like, "So there's these cards."
So, like,
There's
perfect.
these cards, right? And we just opened a box of 10 cards and pulled the one of one printed Sebulba. Not any Sebulba card. This is the only one that exists. And I would just like to know if you'd like to come see it. That's all I said. He's like, well, fuck, I probably should. And he comes over, and I was just like, I'm shitting myself walking back to this fucking table. I'm like a giddy school kid. I'm like, fucking, I didn't get yelled at. And he comes over, and you can
So
see in the
funny.
video, he's like, we should make a fucking NFT. We should monetize this.
He's like, can we turn this into
Yeah,
like?
Yeah.
he's like, can we
crypto?"
turn it into crypto?
You know?
Cryptocurrency.
He's like, so this is like intergalactic. What does he say? He said
Pirates
something like really
trading
ridiculous.
galactic cards.
Yeah, it was so
No,
funny.
It was like
Well,
it was so
and it
funny
was
because when they
funny
were
too
like
because
flipping
I'm
through the
filming.
cards, you hear everybody going, "He's coming over! He's coming over! He's coming over!"
Yeah, I'm filming, and Muff is like, he's right there. I remember hearing like
Yeah,
your voice
I said that as
Yeah,
I
and I was
fucking
like-
walked away from the table.
as you were walking.
Bro,
And I
I was
didn't
like
even
fucking
look.
Frodo when
And
he
I'm
puts the
filming,
ring
and you
on
can
and
watch-
he's just
So good, bro. No, and I'm filming, and I'm like, yep, go get him, and like I'll post my video. I will post my video soon because I have the whole thing, and I'm like working on my videos right now. And you can hear me say, "Yep, go get him." Like, and Wrath is just fully
Gone.
committed, like Frodo, like you said, and he comes over, and I filmed that whole thing. I have the whole thing, him signing it, him saying all of what we're talking about.
I think I
It's
used
crazy.
optics. so-
Like, I watched it back recently because I was going through and like figuring out what I'm gonna do, and I'm just like watching Lewis, and it dawns on him slowly how
Yeah,
crazy what just happened.
It
is.
didn't even
like he doesn't.
it didn't
he was
even
like,
fully
"Oh, the
hit him.
101 in
And
LA."
then it dawns
Like,
and
he didn't even
dawns
think
and
about
dawns.
it.
It didn't even fully hit
No,
him
he
until
didn't
the
get it at
next
first.
day when Kyber Optic and I were over waiting to talk to like John
Yeah.
Wayne and Andy Seacombe. Or not John Wayne, Jesus fucking Christ, Brandon Wayne.
He's basically John Wayne. Let's be
That would have been a stretch. A fucking
know what you
hologram.
meant.
He's just
John
like, hey there, partner.
John Wayne was there. It was crazy.
John Wayne
was
shot
Nashville,
me in
he
my
was there.
fucking stomach. I'm bleeding out. But like we told him about the odds, and he's like, "That's fucking amazing."
Yeah, because Kyber, you had looked it up and you told him, you were like, dude, let this sink in. Well, and then he did autograph it
Yeah.
too on the spot, and that's really cool too. And people were like, well, what's that?
Doesn't
worth? What's that
fucking
worth?
matter.
It's like the value of that moment is so high that you
The
cannot
value,
put a dollar,
the
like, you can't
value
put a
of all
dollar
of
on
us
it.
sharing
Like, the
in that
value is
moment,
so
not
high.
only the fact of the moment that it happened, but the fact that all of us were there and experienced
Yeah.
it, and then
All of us
everybody
were-
else who missed out,
Astronomical.
go fuck yourself, you know? Like,
Like, it was hours, and I was still
We love
stunned
you.
about like everything that had just happened. Like, I was still
Meanwhile-
trying to like figure that out.
meanwhile, JT over there is just getting sent to the fucking bar with my room card, just like, go grab me two more, go grab me two more.
Go get us the happy hours.
Shout out JT. That was a very athletic skip, by the way. We're gonna clown him when
And
he
he's
comes
gone.
back. But yeah, I mean, like Kyber, we're obviously not going to talk about what we talked about, but yeah, it's going to be a wonderful ride, and y'all are here for it. Because like, even that was crazy. Because I was just hanging out over there. The odds of me even being there at that time, and then like
everything had to match up right.
Y'all having that conversation, and then you're just like, "Oh yeah, he's the guy who walked over." And he's like, "Yeah, that guy." Like, hi. And then I'm getting roped into all that shit.
We are going to we are going to talk about exactly everything, but the fact that like I was just over there talking to him, and then we're all sitting there, and then he just puts up the "be back in 5 minutes" sign, and he's like, "Let's go for a smoke break."
No. We're gonna keep this historically accurate, okay? And I preface this. I apologize if you're offended. He goes, "I'm gonna go smoke a fag. You guys want to come outside?" I was like, sure.
Walks outside. He's just got the barbecue pit going.
No, the funny thing is, we went outside and talked for like an hour, and then he finally lit the fucking cigarette.
Yeah. Well, we were out there forever before we actually lit it.
I really want. There was at one point I wanted to look over at him and just be like, "Are you gonna fucking light this cigarette, or are you just gonna talk?"
my wife
also
Jungle, we were out there, and like she's like, "Where did you go?" Because I literally walked away from her to go talk to him. It just disappeared.
Like Jungle and everybody was just like Sklee was like, "We're going to Chili's." Like everybody's like, "We're going to Chili's. Come hang out at Chili's. Come out to Chili's." And then I went and had that conversation. That finished, and then I called my fucking fiance for like 12 minutes because I was like, "What?" Also, Jungle.
Wait,
what was
was
that little skip you did when you went under the when you went under that cloth? Yeah. 4K, baby.
Box of hyperspace.
Sure. We'll blame it on the box of hyperspace that you jumped over.
It was a jump to hyperspace,
dude. You jumped like that fucking squirrel I have in my box.
Hyperspace skipping.
No, I don't deal with intergalactic fucking fairy squirrels.
Oh, but by the way, guys, it is the eyes closed out of 5. Speaking of high tech and hyperspace, it's number 2 out of 5. Biggs.
All right.
Look at him. They did him wrong on that picture.
Rare Wrath of Mandalore outflex. You guys continue. I'm gonna outflex Jungle for once.
Huh?
Just keep talking.
I don't need to talk anymore. I want to hear more from Brick. I want to hear more about Brick's. So first of all, yeah, that like all of that is crazy. It was. We've set a bar of a precedence for all of us being together that is so high now. I don't know how we're gonna top.
I need to be the fucking guy that gets the top, and please help me.
Ref, look. It's someone's turn.
Pick me.
Me.
It's someone's turn every time, buddy.
It's never my turn. I'm poor.
No, let's change that, brother.
I mean, I almost got to be the
Bricks is preparing the long run.
I almost got to be that person when I pulled that reflection.
Brick's about to take.
I'm just kidding now. I feel ridiculous now.
No, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Hey, Bricks.
I have no idea what I'm going to say, but it's important. I'm just kidding. We need to do this more often. I'm serious. I don't care what it is.
No, I totally agree. I think that, like, you know, it's like one of those things where it's like so hard for us, like, as Star Wars collectors
Well,
and fans.
that's the thing is like I literally went back to work and everybody's like, "Oh, how was that like weird thing you did?" And I was like,
That's
"Well,
the highlight of the year.
I'm like explaining this thing to people and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's cool." I'm like, "No, that's fucking once in a lifetime. Like you're dumb."
It's fucking
I don't
insane.
Yeah,
You like, yeah, normal.
Well, even the
I'm
people
looking
at work
crazy
who
at
are
work because they don't
even the-
understand how crazy that is.
even the people
I
at
have
work
no
who
problem.
like Star Wars and they're fans and they're just like casuals. It's like they don't fucking understand what that shit.
They're
means.
normies, bro.
You don't.
They ain't got 150 pops hanging out in their room, bro. They ain't got $150,000 worth of action figures, bro.
They ain't got credit card debt.
like we do. They ain't got
All right, Brick.
25
All right, Brick.
lightsabers in their rooms.
Pipe
bro.
down,
These people
Brick.
think they like Star Wars. They
Pipe
don't
down,
fucking
break.
get it.
Pipe down, break.
They do not fucking
So
get it, bro.
I will one up you, Jungle.
Like, yeah, please do. Jen Urso does one
Alpha
up.
out of 10.
Hey, you.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
this is
but
out of 5, bro. You
Jin
can't one up
Urso
that
is
shit.
bad, and it's an alpha.
Hey,
and her
Stardust
eyes are
is bad.
open.
Stardust is bad.
I got a 2 out of 50
Hey,
Mon Mothma.
look at
Shut
me,
the
Diver.
fuck
Hey.
up, nerd.
Look, hey,
I got you beat.
hey,
How many Papa de Familias do you have,
he's-
brother? How many Papa de
I only
Familias
needed
do you
fucking
have,
one.
brother?
bro, hey, this man is using the Force, bro, and he dies for
Does
his
he
people, man.
does he
Ain't no
run the
greater love.
Catholic
Ain't no greater
Church?
love, bro.
No. Bye-bye.
Ain't no
Bye-bye.
greater love.
You're
Hey,
bad.
Brick, we need to talk. Brick,
Brick, I
we
need
to
that.
talk
Right.
after this.
You
No,
want that
don't
off
talk
me,
to
didn't
Wrath. He ain't got no money. Motherfucker
but I
ain't
do
got
have
no
trade
money.
value.
Don't try to talk to him. He got to pay for a wedding. He got to pay for a wedding. Motherfucker ain't got no money.
No.
I need that.
You don't even like Mace
I'll
Windu.
sell it to
You're
you, bro.
fake.
I don't care.
You're a fake fan.
No, wait, no, I can't sell it. No, 'cause
Why?
someone, no, there's
Why-
a story.
Did someone
Yes,
gift it
I
to you?
can't.
Okay, there's more of them.
Who
Oh, wait, there's
gifted
how many?
it to
How many
you,
more of them
and
are there?
Then we could talk.
299. There's 298 more of them. It's
No,
fine.
it'll go to the grave with me.
Private chat. Tell us.
No.
Yo, Jungle,
That's
how much?
dope.
Dollar start.
No.
Nah, fuck you, on God.
You can go fuck me on,
All right,
God.
I'll just look up the card and buy it right now then.
No.
No.
Hold up.
All right, y'all wanna be dickheads?
No.
Oh, he'll make armor for it. That's what Rex is throwing
This guy
out there.
I broke it. Okay, no, I didn't break it.
I have opened the box of treasures. You are all fucked now.
Oh, so there's 298 more of those Mace Windus.
Yeah, no big deal. I'll get another
Um,
one cheaper.
We can get them. We can get them. You keep that
Yeah,
one.
I mean, I didn't mind the newest celebration cards, but man, the ones before it were just dope.
Nasty.
No.
They were
Nasty.
so
No.
good.
I
Y'all
like
need to
these
pipe
way
down.
more.
Just give me a
I'ma be
minute.
real.
Let me search through all of these cards.
I'm gonna be real. The 23 Europe set is
Yeah.
nasty, bro.
Like they did such a good job on that
it's
set.
nasty. It's nasty, bro.
2 seconds.
No. I'm about to make y'all pipe down real fucking quick on
Hold
celebrations.
up. It's nasty, bro.
Oh, did
Out
you
of
rainbow
150
that
gold,
thing?
the Finnick. I'm
How
working
close
on
are
it.
you?
I'm
That's
about
as
to.
far as I got it.
Ooh,
I'm
As
about
far
to.
as I got
Nah,
it.
for
But I
real
got
on
this
God.
one.
For real
But
on
I
God,
got
I'm about to
this
make
one.
y'all pipe
great,
down.
dude.
I got this one.
Yeah, that's
No.
probably
That's
the
the Jason
best
Davies
of that
right there.
set.
No, it's not.
That's the Jason.
It's not.
Oh, it's
It's
I
not.
got
this
you. I got you. I
Oh,
got
that
you.
No.
Anakin one was
No,
hard.
Django Fett
got
is not
you.
the best. Django
Yeah,
Fett is not the best,
okay.
Wrath. This
I
is the
got
best
you.
one in the set.
Hold on.
Period.
Nope.
End of the story.
Nobody
we'll
cares
put it to a
about the
vote.
moody
We'll put
boy.
it to a
Nobody cares
vote.
about your moody boy.
My
Nobody
moody boy
cares
is
about your-
boring, son.
That's why Moody Boy died to
Dude,
Palpatine.
he's Wrath. Dude, this is why the Jedi beat the
No,
Mandalorians.
He doesn't believe in
bro.
that high ground shit.
No.
Okay. Anakin done bow down to the base card of the
Nope.
Padme.
I got this one for $1, bro. $1.
That's nasty.
Steel.
That's nasty.
Yo.
Guys, Just so y'all know, I ran my Grogu base card out of this set on auction, and I dollar started it, and it sold for over $20.
Damn, way
Can
to
you
go,
send
dude.
those people
On
to
my
my
stream.
stream, please?
Like, it was crazy. I mean, to be fair though, those base cards should
So
actually
first off,
like
pipe down.
go for a
First
lot
off,
because they're nice.
First off, pipe
They're
down.
hard to get.
That one's good. That was a cool one, like the Lucas.
You like that, Lucas? I got a bigger one.
Hey, quit hitting on me.
You got such a big
Mint 10
Lucas.
Lucas.
Ain't got no Gem 10s over there.
So, Ken, right after you bought those one cards, a couple more came in. I actually might get this one graded because it's like the corners are so good.
Nice.
You gotta also look at the distance between the edges to the
Yeah, that's what I have a
image.
hard time with because I'm so
Oh,
weary of actually
Jungle.
doing it because I'm like, to
Jungle.
spend money to do
Send me
it,
a
and then you
picture.
get sent back
Jungle.
a
Send me
crappy card.
pictures.
I forgot
me
to
pictures.
text you, Jungle, but I found something.
What do you got? What do you got?
Ooh.
Oh hell yeah! I knew you
So
had it,
I
bro.
think
I don't know how I
Perp
knew it, but I
was
knew it.
going through all the cards, and we had showed that and passed it around. It ended up in my slabs
Yeah.
box between two slabs, just perfectly fitted in there. So
Hell
we'll
yeah,
figure
bro.
that one out. Look at these bad boys I
We'll
just
figure
picked
it
up
out.
the other day.
Do you have it in a top loader? Is
That's
it top loaded?
sick.
I
Yo,
don't
the
have a fat
Mandalorian
one,
is
but I do
nasty.
have a one touch. I'll put it in. No, this is Gar Saxon's helmet.
Yeah, he's a Mandalorian. Ooh,
Oh, I dig that.
Yes, sir.
Imperial Guard.
So you were saying I don't have any Gem Mint 10s, correct?
Imperial Guard.
You were saying I don't have any Gem Mint 10s, right?
Stussy. He's trying to flex. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. See, he fell for it. He fell for it, chat. Chat, he fell for it.
Hold that thought. I broke it.
Gem Mint 10 Balin rookie card. And then hold on.
Ooh.
Hold on. I got you beat. You ready?
Sklee, he
No,
fell for it.
No.
Sklee, he
You fell for it. Dumb. Boom. Get fucked.
Ooh,
Get
nice.
fucked.
Wait, you got
Oh,
that in
Get
a 10?
fucked.
Wait.
That's a 9.
What number
That's
is
a
that?
9. That's a 9.
It's
bro.
it's the one right above 10.
That's a 9.
I'm sorry. Hold on.
Wait.
Hold on.
How much did you get that for?
I got a
Oh,
10
he
right
does
here,
it?
bro.
Oh, he doesn't have a slab George. Oh, okay. Shut up.
No, I got a George.
Dude,
I got a George that's gonna go out.
how
to
much
be
did you
slabbed.
get
That
that
still has a
for? Did you get on
possibility of
eBay?
changing, bro?
What? Mine?
That George.
$6 pull box.
Oh, thank God. I
Thank
was
you,
like,
Tony.
did you freaking beat me on eBay again, you son of a
Yeah, so
I was like, because there was a 9 George that I got sniped on like
Hey.
a few weeks ago.
Hey, jump.
What y'all know about Ted?
Don't make me.
What y'all
Don't
know
make
about
me.
Ted Bantana Kit? Ted Bantana Kit, bro, on the Galaxy 93, the first set slave lay. I got 2 of them. They're going to be slabbed. They're going to be slabbed.
Yeah, I think this one.
What's
They're
up?
going to be.
Peace
What's
out,
up, Jungle?
Steve.
What's up,
I think I'm
Jungle?
gonna get this one slabbed.
I can't even see
Yo,
that,
so
bro.
Jungle here for you, since you're blind. Boom.
You better
Boom.
send them in, homie.
And then
You better send them in,
Boom.
homie. You
Boom.
better send them
Boom.
in, homie.
Oh,
You
they're
better
getting
send them
sent.
in. My George is gonna
They
get a
get
10,
I'm pretty
bro.
sure I want to get this one graded too.
I got 3 of these, buddy.
Hey.
What you know about this, though?
I'm gonna tell your
What
fiance,
you know about this,
bro?
bro?
What you got?
What you know about this, bro?
I'm gonna tell your fiance
What you know about this,
got,
though?
bro. That better be a 10. What number
at
is
it.
that?
Gem
Is that a
Mint
base
10.
card,
Look
bro?
at it. Don't
Is that a
matter. Gem
refractor?
Mint 10. You don't got one.
Tell you what I do got in that card.
Doesn't matter what it is.
This
It's
is
a 10.
so fun. This is so fun, chat.
Hey, all I
This
gotta
is how
say
we
though,
hang
all I
out,
gotta
bro.
say, Jungle, all I gotta say. No.
All that
All
being
things
said,
said,
before
Jungle.
went
Do you
up
have
to
this though? Because I do, but I
Well,
have
that's
it right.
9, and you stole it.
Damn,
You stole it from
damn,
us.
crazy, bro, crazy.
Now everybody knows you're
Nah,
a
I
thief,
didn't
bro.
steal shit.
But guys, I have a famous first edition Jungle Jedi sketch card.
Yeah, nobody cares about that.
That
shit's
is in the
awful.
PC, guys. That is in
That
the
shit's
PC
awful.
box. And that stays.
Below the
But my friend, but my friend,
Measuring
but my
time
friend,
ever
do
witnessed.
you have the Omega Syntacas? The Omega Syntacas? You have this? No, you don't. You
Do
don't
y'all
have
a
Omega
Cherry
Syntacas.
Blossom Vader?
I do love that one though.
Oh shoot!
And I swear, I'm just
Yo,
gonna wake
this
up
is-
one day
hey,
and
this is
nerds
what
like
this
taking
is
this
what it
from
looks
me.
like to have friends.
Oh, fucking 50-cent start.
want to buy some death sticks?
Death Sticks Auto.
Hey, you might have to sell
Nope.
that to me, Muff.
I actually
No?
have a pull box full of those now.
Full of just the
No,
one character.
Dude, at one point, I could have had a pool box dedicated to just Owen Lars.
I knew you were gonna say Owen.
That's literally all I pulled out of like every pack that I bought from BP. I'm like, what the fuck?
What you
And
know
it's
about that
all-
Pollo Loco? What
That's-
you know about that Pollo Loco, bruh? Nothing.
I
Yo, I pulled that
Shut
for
up.
you, homie.
shout out Bricks.
Hey,
for
hey,
What? Oh yeah.
Moff Gideon card.
out of 50 Django.
I got an out of 50 Honda.
Hey,
What's up?
Kyber. If I cosplayed this, would you ride
Definitely.
with me?
Pause. Pause.
Because I'm planning on, hey, this is just to kind of like get us back on the rails just
Nope,
a tiny
not
little bit.
possible.
Oh, you got the Prism? Let's freaking go. Out of 75.
Dude, I
crowd.
love
Out
me
of
some Revan.
75, 24 Galaxy, Darth Revan, Kyber has it. That is nasty. What number is it?
75.
49 as 75.
49 such
What
a
prime number?
fucking twat of a number.
No, it is not. It is prime. It is so prime. It's the age of Kyber, first of all. It is a prime
It's my
number.
age.
And
You know what this is gonna be?
Wow.
Rebel ScumCon, baby.
your
Yeah, Rebel
bedside card.
ScumCon. I'm fucking cranking it to the Tate Fletcher autoed out of 50. But I do have a real question though. Any of y'all got this bad boy? Out of 50, boss?
I mean, that's still pretty
Boss
sick.
out of
I
50?
dig that.
Is that
It's out of 50. Anybody got a
Nice, dude.
2 out of 10? Alo Secura.
Hey, quit showing us your bedside cards. They won't gem, bro. You have to clean them up first.
Misa got 4 out of 25.
And this was
Again, bro. Like, come on, man.
just to prove that Muff has a heart, this was a gift from him.
Muff is
He's
dude,
capable of giving
Muff
gifts.
is a G, dude. Hey, sorry for anyone who doesn't know who we're talking about. Wrath of Mandalore is actually the biggest teddy bear you ever know.
He is.
He's a teddy bear. Big old
Oh.
teddy.
Rex, I'm lucky I'm just broke, or I would be broke because all my money belonged to you.
Yo, Millennium. On the real. I will be having
Millennium.
a cosplay here that's gonna go with my entire YouTube channel / persona. And I would be honored if you would do the helmet for me.
Millennium. What do you 3D print or do you do like vacuum plastics?
Remind me to show you something that he gave me.
Yeah, you should
Legit
check out his
question.
stuff. He made like a sick like a Greedo
he
head
did.
recently, and then like dope like
Yeah, he did.
Rancor.
Guys,
Yep.
Cause I'm like not lying. Like I wanna
Ooh.
cosplay Revan.
Oh
I'm
yeah, there was the
6'1".
bracers you got.
I'm
Yeah.
built like similar to him. And like I wanna rock that shit, man. Like I wanna do dark side and light side, like Jedi and Sith versions of Revan.
Oh, that's sick.
So yeah, man, I want to do 2 different versions so that like I can rock one and like the other in on different
That's
days,
dope.
conventions, you know. Yeah, those look 3D printed.
yeah,
Is that true?
Millennium Workshop actually did these for me.
Yeah, I've thought about cosplaying Revan too, but my God, that seems like if my cosplay was hot before, Revan seems intense.
Right. Yeah, because you have to have if you want to do it right, you have to have the robes, you have to have the leather.
It's like
and the
basically
armor.
2 sets of robes and then leather armor on top of that.
That's right.
Wait, what?
I think the saber's
you
about
do,
to blow up and kill me. I know y'all heard that.
Yeah.
I was
If
like,
it
did you get
does,
a
can we
text
have your
message
No.
from 1998?
Yeah, on my BlackBerry.
FDM. What is FDM?
Fuck that motherfucker.
Oh my goodness. Who let this guy in here again, dude? Oh, the comic relief, bro. That was a DIY kit for bricks.
Mm-hmm.
Is that because she's children's
sick.
size?
Because I want to paint and like weather everything myself. And ideally I could do it like with the sabers for like $1,000 or less. And the sabers are going to be like the majority of the cost. But yeah, we'll be in chats on it because I'd like to do it like sometime in 2026, but to kind of like forerun it. But then I'd like to be able to really run it in 2027 in LA at
Dope,
Star Wars
dude.
Celebration. So yeah. Clone Force 97. That is a Halloween costume if I've ever thought of it. That shit is so funny, bro. The hottest couple in the galaxy.
Shit, that's the
bro.
original skeleton crew, bro.
Literally.
That was good. That was good.
If anyone wants to help. Oh my god, bro. That is super funny. I actually think you can probably get that costume at like Halloween Town for like probably like $25. Oh my goodness, bro.
But yeah, like I'm the same way. Like
That
I
is
like
funny.
the idea of getting the piece, but doing like all the painting and weathering like myself. Like
Yeah, like I did
that's
this
pretty cool.
myself. Yeah. This was like white when I got it. White with an
It
orange.
was like
tip.
did you like dry
You know?
brushing for the like?
I did at
Nice.
the end. Yeah, I did at the end. Like I spray painted it black, and then I actually tester oil painted the
Oh.
grip so that it would like because
So it's, yeah,
like the
different.
most heavily handed part, so that it was different. So it's oil based, and then I did the rest, all the silver with dry brush, so that it would look more like weathered.
Sure.
And I did it pretty fast,
Uh-huh.
you know, because I had another bit to do. Because my wife and I, when she was pregnant, we did Han and Leia, and she did the Leia from the comics when she's pregnant with the twins, with the yellow outfit and like the gold
Uh-huh.
like in her hair. And so we did that. And I did her blaster as well, which hers is just black, all black.
Oh, that's
you know.
sick.
So we rocked the blasters. Yeah, so it was cool, man, because it was such a like deep cut, because if you don't know about the like Heir to the Empire period of time where she's pregnant with the twins, there's this specific outfit she wears and a specific look, and it's that yellow dress. She's got the big baby bump. She's wearing the black boots, has the blaster still, and she has this like gold like kind of ornament in her hair and pulled back. And we did like an extension clip on in her hair. I dyed her hair, and then we did the whole thing. It was
Nice,
sick,
dude.
man. It was really sick.
Yeah, I definitely want to have
I
like
made the gold
a
thing.
awesome cosplay put together by the time like we hit Celebration. Like,
Oh, I'm gonna have my channel
Yeah.
cosplay set up by then, and I'm gonna look completely different.
Yeah, and if you guys, I don't know if you care about this at all, but like, I'm helping Gazer right now, and this is just something we can talk about after the stream or whatever. But if you are trying to fit your role a little bit better physically, talk to me about that because I'm a
We already
professional
talked.
coach. Like that's what I've been doing for years and years and years. Like, and I'm like even right now, like I'm at peak body weight, peak body composition, like all of that. And I'm not trying to like say that in order to like brag at any stretch, but like just so you guys know, I'm willing to help anybody trying to fit their cosplay better. That's a part of my friend group. Like if you're trying to physically fit that role better, like let's talk off stream because that's something that I know how to do.
I actually, it was funny. I lost a crap ton of weight over like the last year, and I put on this free. I bought this costume, never put it on. I just bought it, put it on for freaking ICC con, and I like had like bunch up stuff with rubber bands and parts. It was like sucker was freaking enormous on me.
Damn, bro.
I think I've lost.
Millennium is going in on it. He's telling me to fix the grip. Yeah, I definitely would like to. I did this in probably like I did this really fast, so the grip isn't weathered. It's just painted, so I could definitely use to weather the grip.
Yeah, that would
properly.
look pretty cool.
Mm.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
weathering is like a blast.
I do
like
have the
seriously, like it is like stress release. Like I was like last night. I just chilled down here. Was like working on like my kid's lightsaber
That
for
looks
like
great.
3 hours, like repainting it and stuff. Like did some more weathering on it.
Word.
Yeah, Kyber, like drawing and painting is like I do it constantly. I'm working on a set right now for the National Card Convention because I got a table for the through Toytastic for the Star Wars.
See, I
Trade
thought that
Night.
was your big news.
So no, that's another little news I forgot about. Yeah, man, it's going crazy right now. That the big news is the 1010, but
well, congrats
no,
on the table and everything.
it's crazy, man. Well, Tony got in my stream one morning when I was just trying to run a pull box, and he was like, "Yo, dude, have you heard about this? You need to apply." And I was like, "Oh no, I guess I'll." And like while I'm on the stream, I like emailed the guy, and he sent back while like 5 minutes later, and it was like, "You're number 2, locked in, buddy." And I was like, "Sick, dude, that's awesome." So I'm working on a set of sketch cards for the National Card Convention for Star Wars Trade Night, which will be a Saturday night. So I'm working on 20 mangas right now, which is actually so crazy. I've got a couple commissions I'm trying to like crank out in between, but I've already done 4 of the mangas outlines. And so basically what I'm doing, and there's going to be more than this because I'm just cranking right now, but there's going to be 10 female manga characters and their male counterparts in some way, shape, or form. They're different types of relationships,
cool.
but there's going to be 20 total, 10 of each. It's going to be a manga counterparts series. And so it's and if you guys, I'll give you a sneak preview with like 5 or so of them. And I'll just tell you the ones I've done so far. So I've done Hera, Sabine, I've done Shin, Leia, and Ahsoka will be next. So those 5, 4 of them, the like pencil outlines are completely done, and so I'll be going in with pen and then the markers and Prismacolors next to like give them full color. Their counterparts, Ahsoka's will be Captain Rex.
I dig it.
Hera's, I'm actually gonna do a Kanan.
Nice.
Sabine's will be Ezra. The counterpart for Shin will be Balin. So I'll do another Balin, but it'll be done in a manga style. And then who else did I say? Leia's will be Han. So Han will come in as the counterpart for.
I like that
Leia.
idea for a set.
So that's 5. That's like half the set right there. The other half will be a secret until later on. So
Jungle, I sent you a picture. Millennium Workshop sent me a picture of the blaster with the wood grip. So I sent you his picture of what he did. So yeah, he just sent it to me to send to you.
Dope. caramel satin by Rust-Oleum, and then take a chop brush and use wood stain and night light darkening. The
It looks
paint
pretty
with
sick.
lines
He
from
did.
the
It
brush.
looks literally like wood. Like it's amazing.
That's sick. I got to do it. Because this was like my quick and dirty, and I would love to keep working on it. So yeah, I'm down. Thank you for the advice on that, Millennium.
Like the best thing about like
Hello, Mac
weathering
Man.
is like what I've always heard is when you're weathering, you basically you mess it up and you're trying to fix it. Like that's essentially what you do when you weather things is you just mess something up a bunch and then you go back and try to fix it. And then each time it's just going to leave little things behind. So it's easy to do and it ends up looking really sick and then you feel really cool about it when you're done. So
yeah, totally. Brick, what do you have
what
there
is
that
that?
you want to share with
Oh, you
us?
guys are
Bring it in
You
closer.
already saw
Wait,
it.
what?
Huh?
Wait, what is that?
Who is it?
Wait, who is that? Wait, is that
Yeah.
Morgan?
Morgan Elsbeth?
Is that
Nice.
Elsbeth? Is that Diana Lee
Yeah.
Inosanto? The
Oh,
godchild of
good to know,
the
Rex.
great
So
and late
Millennium
Bruce
Workshop's
Lee.
actually going to drop a video and show you how to do wood.
What?
Sorry, I was reading chat.
Cool. That's sick. That's a sick auto. What set is that from?
I have no idea.
I wish they put years on the cards.
Yeah.
They used to,
Man, I'm blind.
and they do with
Yeah,
sports.
I know that. Yeah, it's weird because I know they do with all sports. And it's like it's so weird they don't do with Star Wars, at least the new ones.
Yeah, they used to with the earlier
Mhm.
series, but now they don't. You just kind of have to know. You have to be on the
Because I know I'll pull one. It's like, what the set this company? You look for? You're like, no, it doesn't tell me.
Yeah, you just kind of have to know. But yeah, if you guys are ever looking for one, like for a set in a year, let me know. Because a lot of them I know, and maybe Wrath knows as well.
What?
A lot of them. You can call me the Woodman.
Wow.
Have a good night, Clone Force.
Damn, Clone Force fell asleep before Nerd. Crazy.
Nerd did fall asleep and took a power nap. And
No,
came
I had
back.
to
What
get
you
up
talking
and
about?
walk the fuck around. My ass fell asleep.
His ass was hurting.
I can fix
He's been sitting there all day on it, so
I have barely left from this one spot. I've been playing Battlefront like all day.
Sick invite, bitch.
what I'm saying, bro.
Are there still a ton of people playing it? Like I knew they had that big like.
Bro, every
yeah.
time I hopped on, every lobby was full.
Dope. I need to jump back on because there was a while you could not get a game because there were
No.
so few people playing. But like,
Bro, I think
that's
I've
sick. I need to
waited-
jump back on.
I think the longest I waited was like a minute for a match.
That's awesome.
it.
That's good.
The push has been hilarious, man. Like all over
And then they
Instagram,
just
it's like
don't
every
even
comment is
acknowledge
like
us.
somewhere there's like,
Yeah.
remember Battlefront 2.
Is the Ewok
fucking-
nose still there?
like,
Oh yeah.
Oh God, yes.
I'm like, this is hilarious.
Yeah, I've been meaning to get back
Maybe
into
we'll
it.
get it. I haven't been.
I always love playing it. Like it's one of those games. Like it
was great.
I kind of start playing. I kind of end up playing it for like hours, but I just mean to play like one game.
Too much.
But I haven't played it for so long.
Yeah,
'cause
that's the problem
the
with it.
player base dropped way off, and you couldn't get like a game at all.
That's the problem with it, though. The problem with it is that, like, you just, like, for those of us who, like, have families and work multiple jobs to try to, like,
Hard.
get everything right, it's, like, really hard to then also play video games, especially video games
Yeah.
that we like. For, like, I know, like, Kyber, like, you know, maybe I'm speaking for you as well, but, like, we're gamers, dude. Like, I have a gaming PC just sitting
Yep.
right here next to me. Like, yeah, exactly. My shit looks exactly the same.
Can
And,
the
like,
movie,
I've
man.
sunk so many thousands
What's
of
up?
hours into
Steam
Destiny
Deck.
2 and into, like, I love Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor. And,
Speaking
like,
of which.
I've been, like, I've got so many of the Star Wars games, like, that I've played. Like, dude, I even have, like, Super Star Wars for my Super NES, like over here. Like, and I love that game. It's a stupid side scroller and it's goofy and I love playing it. But I'll sink just millions of hours. I'll just sink my whole day playing, guys. Like and you can't do that whenever you're in my situation or like Kyber's situation. It's like we'll get sucked in for like 4 hours easy. Like people are like, "How do you play for 4 hours?" And I'm like, "It's easy." Like, I can play for 4 hours so easily. Like, I can play for fucking 12 hours easily. Like, when you're an actual gamer, you can sit down and you can sink, like, not even a whole day. You can sink a week straight.
I did that with Fallout, bro.
Like,
oh, yeah.
Easily.
Whole week.
Like, I
literally didn't go to class for an entire week.
That's basically what happened to me when the fourth release came out. Never went to class that whole week.
MacMan knows what's up right here. See? MacMan literally has multiple monitors pull up. He's like, I'm going to listen to these stupid nerds while I play Battlefront 2 because I'm also a stupid nerd, you know?
Here's my question to y'all. Do I go ahead and pull the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 and put it on a payment plan and just fucking send it?
Are you getting the creator combo or are you just getting the fucking camera?
Creator combo.
Yeah, because BP was looking at it on stream the other day.
At that point.
What's up?
Just sell your kidney if you're getting the creator combo.
Yeah.
Well, basically, it's like either Muff gets married or Muff buys the creator combo.
Yeah, she ain't going to marry you. You buy the creator combo.
Well,
she will.
He buys the creator combo and films the wedding on that and doesn't have to buy or pay anybody to fucking be a
We already signed that contract. We already signed that contract.
He's just saving you money.
Swoonsky, do you know how this works? You cannot be getting married and also shooting the marriage, bro. Kyber, raise your hand if you've been married, brother. Raise your hand. You ain't photographing that shit while it's happening.
We hired somebody.
Well, see, that's the beauty of the DJI. Like, all Muff has to do is just set it up, and it literally will follow him.
That's the beauty of it, bro.
They walk on by and his like $900 camera spins until it knocks itself right off the table.
It breaks. She divorces him on the spot. They're already in debt. She's asking for child support.
Hell no. That ain't happening.
Yeah,
for a minute.
it's a dope camera, but that stupid price increase is nuts.
The $300 increase?
I got it the literal right time. Like right before that, it was like $500 and then just jumped.
Yep. Well, yeah, like Tony ruined it, you know? But whenever I was about to go to Celebration, it was sitting at 600. And this was in like early April, you know, maybe late March. And I was looking at it and it was 600. And I was showing my wife. And I was like, should we do this? And she was like, nope, $600. That's crazy. And I was like, yeah, but it's really nice. And she was like, nope. She's like, okay. And I was like, okay. She's like, you're going to be doming boxes and, you know, all this kind of stuff. And I was like, I don't know. I was like, and then it shot up to 900. So I'm like, wow, maybe we should have gotten it. But it'll probably go down. I feel like the hype will die on it and something new will come out and it'll come back down. So I would just wait on it if you guys haven't gotten it yet. At this point, 900 is stupid for that camera.
And I mean, honestly, just kind of keep your eyes open for like open box stuff like that, like, or people just reselling it on eBay. Like, it will. Like, there are ways to get it that it's not $900.
It'll go back down. I mean, that's just the nature of technology, and especially like the camera market. Like, as soon as like the Sony A7 IV comes out, the Sony A7 IV is going to drop by like $600, you know, or more. Like
at Walmart, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 Creator Combo is $1,400.
Whoa.
I guarantee that's a third-party seller using their like storefront, but it's still insane.
100%. And Walmart is taking like 20%, so they're marking it way up so they can make, you know,
on Temu it's $263.91.
I'm sure that's one too. I'm sure that's an actual DJI.
It honestly probably
really
is. Well, yeah,
I
because
mean, I guess Temu is China. So.
DJI is a Chinese
Yeah.
company,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah, and all that stuff is made in the same
Alibaba
factory.
659.
So it honestly probably like it would be funny to just like have like disposable income like that and just buy it and compare them.
Yeah.
Like and then just be like, it's exactly the same, you know, like because the American market does that shit, dude. Like, because like there's stuff that's made like in the exact same factory that's all the same, but it'll be like stamped
There's
a little
also
differently,
one.
and it'll come over
Just
here.
There's
and get
also
marked all
one
the way up.
that's on sale for $41.08, but it is definitely not the same exact thing. I can see
That's
it.
it. That's the real one.
The
Yeah,
fucking
there's
the camera is like a fucking half of what the actual one it looks like.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you go on like Amazon,
I mean, you definitely don't want to just be
Yeah.
like willy nilly buying stuff on Temu, but wait, raise your hand, show of hands. Who's bought something on Temu? Be honest. Bricks. Everybody. Wait.
I am so
Brother,
guilty.
I've
It's
never
not
even
funny.
downloaded the app.
It's not even funny. I am so guilty.
What the fuck
never
is
What do you mean,
that?
what
away
the
from
fuck
it
is
because
that?
The
honestly,
one ring to rule them
you
all,
tell
bro.
yourself
Plus the tree
you're
of
not gonna
Gondor
like
in
it.
the middle of that, plus the shards of
Yeah.
Narsil.
I'm gonna
That's
be
pretty
honest
sick.
with you guys. This is what I bought off of
Pretty
Temu.
sick.
You're not gonna believe me.
Yeah, you'll go on Temu and be like, "Oh, there's nothing on here for me," and then you'll
Hey.
find like 8 things that are under $10. They like, I need this.
Is it real? It's a Nintendo.
You actually got that on Temu?
I'm
Nope.
not kidding.
See,
I
he's
did.
you find crazy things sometimes. Was it
That's what I'm
brand
saying,
new
bro.
too?
It's a
Brand
Switch.
That's the
new,
Zelda
all the-
one too, right?
What? It's
That's a
special-
Zelda one too, right?
Yeah, it's like the special edition one.
Dope.
I
How
think
much?
It was like $100 less than what the market it was.
That's nuts.
That's what I'm saying, Kyber.
And it sold out quickly.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah,
it was
people
like,
are reselling that Zelda Switch for like
Raph
way more like
proceeds
on
to bring
eBay.
out his whole shit,
Well, that's
bro.
dope, dude. Yeah, I love
He's
that
like, I bought all
poster.
this shit on Temu, man. This is why I can't pay for the wedding. That's sick. What are we looking
Metal
at?
poster?
Metal posters.
I had all these in the closet.
oh my god,
Oh, that's sick. Okay, that one makes
Yeah, I
all
like
of
that
them
one.
worth it.
that's awesome.
The Balrog, dude.
Dope.
All these pinup girls. Has your future wife seen all these
Yep.
pinup girls? The Balrog might as well be a pinup girl.
That's bad. Good or bad.
The best for last.
I'm $150,000
Nah.
in debt. but I
This
got
was
some
$10.
stuff.
$10.
La culpa de
$10.
He just keeps pulling out metal posters for an eternity. Oh, shoot. Oh my gosh, bro. Yeah, those are sick. The fallout. The fallout of your economic demise on Temu. Oh man, we've all been there.
Oh yeah.
We've
You
all
just
been
see
there.
something that you're just like, I know
We
this
all
isn't
have
smart.
some sort of metal.
but I can't help it.
posters.
Mhm.
You're missing out, Swinsky. You really
what?
are.
Temu?
Yeah, I mean, there's this blank corner you've got in your room right here that needs some
Nah.
metal ass posters, bro.
I spend too much money on fucking cards. I don't need Temu to add to that stupid.
Yeah, wait till you find out that Temu
I
have
agree.
lightsabers too.
Yeah,
Brother,
I
if I
agree.
want to buy fucking
They do
China
have
sabers, I'll just buy a
lightsabers.
theory saber.
that's right. That's right. Swinsky, though, I appreciate the patronage with the cards. Stay off of Temu. On second thought, stay off of Temu. Keep whatnot. Keep whatnot.
All I'm
shut,
gonna say is,
brother.
if y'all aren't working with Rex on your cosplays, you're fucking dumb.
I'm telling you.
The man's a master.
Nah,
Really good.
I've seen some shit now.
Rex.
I've seen some shit.
I'm gonna have to look now because he just sent me some pictures, so I'm gonna have to go check them now.
Look, like he did this.
You have me
Who are we
enticed.
talking about here?
Millennium.
He did this. He did this recently.
Millennium?
No,
Is that
that's
yours?
something he's working on.
Brick?
He like sent that to me. Picture.
I wondered when you showed it
Yeah,
to us.
no,
I was
that's
like, is that
something he's
yours?
working
You're
on.
sick.
She melted down all her Legos and made it.
No. Don't touch my
Hell nah. Hey,
I already
without
did.
the S. Lego.
I got the Luke Red 5 helmet to add to my Lego helmet.
Nice.
collection. Yeah. That's nasty.
That's
That's
like weird.
sick. Oh yeah, I saw that one on Instagram. You posted that one the other day.
It's like a shore trooper. It's like a Sith shore
The helmet?
trooper,
But
like a Death
It's almost
trooper,
got like a
trooper,
little bit of a
Sith trooper.
Halo like aspect to it.
It is Halo.
I was gonna say it reminded me of Halo.
It is Halo.
That's I think that's one of the ODST helmets. is
Yeah.
about.
He just changed the color up a little bit.
Mm.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Halo.
Looks like tick.
Looks like rubbish to me. It's not Star Wars.
Shut up, bitch.
I love Halo, dude. I played Halo.
I
on
was
the Xbox,
I was
the original
in
Xbox.
the
Me too.
upper echelon of the world rankings for SWAT for Halo 3.
He was so far up your ass, you would never even know he
You
was
could
there.
sniff him.
Got my Master Chief Elite.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I wonder, hey, Wrath, I wonder if we like actually played against each other
I'd
during
probably
Halo
shit on
3.
you.
Like, cause nah, dude. Like we were
I
bro,
was
that
getting
nasty too,
mailed
bro.
death threats.
So you guys were playing a bunch during
At
Halo
that point,
3.
bro, I was nasty too. I bet we played together.
That was when I
bet
was
we
peak
did. 'Cause
playing
those
Halo
lobbies
2.
were
I
was
played
during
big
E3.
at that point.
exclusively SWAT, and then I would fuck around with my friends on other game modes.
Yeah, same.
I played SWAT too. I played SWAT and I played Slayer, but like different.
Slayer.
But SWAT was like a big part of what I was doing.
I can't help it but do the voice
Because I
sometimes.
played the first competitive online gameplay that I was ever a part of was
Triple
Halo 2.
kill.
It was at my buddy's house, and then I bought a
Killtacular.
360, and I was on Halo 3, and that's where I played the majority of that PvP
Killmageddon.
space.
Yeah, dude.
Killtacular. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man.
Thank
I
you,
was
Closet.
in there, bro. I was in there.
You know what else is sick that I have that nobody in this chat or in the videos has is the first 3 original Celebrations posters.
I have them.
Not Minty is mine.
No, I
As
don't.
Minty is mine.
He's like, I've not even seen yours, but mine are.
Well, they are because I got them for $15 total.
Yeah. That's gonna make anything better.
They're fake.
You're fake.
Yeah, I am. I'm AI. You didn't
Can't
know
order from Temu because you are Temu. It's just made in Swinski's basement.
Wrath
He's got
is-
like fucking poor little Filipino kids in there, and he's just making them work.
Swoonsky is not only AI, but he is
The
also
dictator of Taiwan.
so Botoxed that he's heavily Botoxed as well.
Yeah, he's actually 68 years old, but they bring out like 200 gallons of Botox, makes
It's
him look
true.
like he's in his 20s.
Shit, 68. I was there when
They
God
just start
told me he
injecting
needed
him,
the
dude.
sun
They do it
maker.
every day. They do it every day. But on this stream, at some point, I will be challenging Wrath to a 1v1 in
I
Destiny
don't play
2,
that
so
shit
we'll
game.
see. It's
No, it's
Halo.
not.
It's
No,
It's
it's
Halo.
not.
Dude,
It's
it's
not.
Same
It's
game.
not.
Let's
It's not.
go.
It's not.
It's
The game
Halo's
is so
RPG
shit.
element.
Love that
The
game.
game is shit.
Chat.
No, that game is amazing.
Chat.
Like the
No, it's
artistry
not.
of that game.
I
Thank
mean,
you, Brick.
honestly, I agree. I don't
Thank
like
you, Brick.
Destiny. I
No.
prefer Halo, but
No.
yeah, it's basically Halo
Destiny.
shooting wise.
Destiny is Halo for people like Swooner.
I've never even played Destiny.
Can't play what you
with
create.
nerd?
Can't play what I
What is
create.
wrong with you, nerd?
Wrath is afraid, and that's okay. That's what happens. Wrath is afraid of the 1v1. Wrath is afraid of the 1v1.
I'll just play with you. How about that? Probably.
Wrath is afraid of the
See,
one.
you
who
guys
won.
need to get on Halo Anniversary.
I would love to
3.
make an
Wrath
entire
is afraid. Wrath is
YouTube
afraid of all my custom
sub-channel
buttons and
of
triggers.
just me absolutely waxing your ass like a Brazilian maid.
It's not gonna happen, brother.
It won't,
will
because I don't play
literally
dog
not
shit
happen.
games like Destiny, but if you play me in anything else, I'm fucking waxing you.
Wow.
FIFA, I'm putting up 35 goals on you. Chell, I'm putting up 112.
FIFA.
He's ready for all forms of
FIFA?
games.
See me in Battlefront 2, bro.
See me in Minecraft.
Again, another shit game.
See me in my private
Nope.
server.
He
in
knows the
Minecraft.
Ender, okay? I don't even know if that means anything. My kid plays Minecraft.
I am the
I'm
chicken
actually
jockey.
the Ender Dragon.
No, it was so
Bunch
freaking
of
hilarious
idiots
when
in here.
I was watching a video of when we were all doing those like Masterworks polls, and then when somebody pulled the Jack Black card, my kid's just like sitting there and she's like, "It's Steve."
Oh, man.
What you mean these? What you mean the last issue?
Those comic cards are dope. Like really, like
Yeah,
I don't like most of the Masterworks cards, but I love those comic cards.
All right.
Well, you don't like that right
That's
there.
a nice one. I mean, it's a nice auto, but I mean, like, yeah, I got Omega from it.
That one's nice. Yeah.
Was it Optic that got the Sabine? Oh, that,
That
was,
was
you.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that was Sabine.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
she's got a cool auto. She's got a cool signature.
Both of these, you can tell these girls signed together. They both put hearts. They
Oh,
both have
Muff.
similar like swoops going.
Muff, I literally got that one just so I could put it with this figure.
Oh, that's sick. Yeah. That's dope. I'm a big Black Series guy myself. You can see some of them behind me. I'm actually like, I have like 100 figures still in boxes that I need to unbox and like build this display out. It's kind of nuts.
I literally
actually.
only own
I've been
two. I
collecting
just
them
bought
for,
them
like,
at like
quite
a
a while.
toy show.
Nice. Why is that
Got
not
this
sleeved
Revan
up?
here.
I did. I just took it out because it was hard to see.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is that the Jedi
Shin
Revan?
Baddie,
Or is that Shin?
Armorer.
Oh, that's fire, dude.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Yeah. I
That's
really
nasty.
want to get
My armor is like right here.
I almost bought the Star Killer Black Series like box one they had at ICC Con, but I like stopped myself.
Oh, the one with the stormtroopers?
No, not that one. Just the standard, like in the black box. It's him and his like light suit.
Yeah,
attire.
I have to have the one with the stormtroopers.
That one was sick.
That's the
Yeah,
one
that
I
one
have
was
to
cool.
Get. I have to get that one.
Chops.
Chopsky for me is right here. That's the good black chrysanthemum. That's the like resculpted one. Nice. Post-it
It's in the
note,
case.
Dark
I
Ray
haven't taken it off.
person.
Oh.
Dark Ray. That's the one that I'm gonna use as a custom fodder for the Tuscan Warrior. Dude, the Zizor is
That is sick,
nasty,
dude. Yeah.
bro. The
Love me some
Zizor
Shadows of
is
the
like one
Empire,
of the
man.
best figures that's come out in a long time. The Carbonite Boba can sleep. Put that one to rest.
I'm not gonna fall.
Put that one to rest, bro. Carbonite figures are not it, bro.
Some
But
of us
I will
have
tell you-
exquisite taste. Some of us just like cheap plastic.
Yeah, that like
Yes.
comic book store we went to, I almost bought. They had did you see those like Force Ghost Black Series figures?
Huh? Hey! I'm
Yeah, they
taking
have,
one
like-
out. I'm taking
have,
one
like-
out.
Several of them. Well, those are the holocoms.
No, yeah, I almost got the Obi-Wan Force Ghost figure. I stopped at that because it's only like $15. Which one's that?
Look at these goobers grabbing
Oh,
holocoms.
that's the yeah.
Look at
I
this
would just
goober
later one.
not having a holocom.
Swoonsky. They haven't realized that the holocoms aren't that cool yet.
Yeah, you're saying that now, and then 20 years from now, when you don't have a holocom and people have them and they're selling them. You're gonna be like, oh
I'll
man,
get
I
him
wish
for
I had
like
hologram.
$5
I
each.
kind of like the Vader one.
I'll get him. I'll get him at
Cool.
Ollie's for $1.
ludicrous.
Good for you, bro.
If you get the holocoms at Ollie's, I can.
Good
I
for
can
you,
be
bro.
Like, yeah, cool.
The guy who's talking shit about Temu talking about copping at Ollie's. I've never walked into that store.
Yeah,
Go to Ollie's. I'm not gonna.
he hasn't figured it out yet, Brick. He hasn't.
It
figured
is.
It out.
It is honestly funny just to look at the like character selection that you get to in Ollie's. You're like, who the hell is this?
And you end up buying.
The funny thing about Ollie's is that Ollie's sometimes delivers. Like I got a Death Watch Mandalorian.
You find
in
a
there.
find in there sometimes.
It was the only one. It was the only one. I hit 3 Ollie's during the Christmas season because I was traveling, like going home to like my parents, and like there was one in Tulsa, one in Ardmore, and there was like one on the way, like in Hayes, Kansas. And I was like, I'm just gonna hit all these and just see what they have, because there's not any Ollie's out in Colorado. So I was like, I'll hit these up, just see what they have. Like I probably bought like 20 figures from Ollie's, if not more, and I averaged like $5 max.
Nice,
like
dude.
I averaged, you know what I mean? So it's like I spent nothing.
Yeah, I think that's.
And they were all figures I either didn't have or
What
like
was that?
um
Is that the zombie?
bought multiples.
Yup.
The zombie
It's a
one's
zombie.
cool.
R5
$5.
zombie.
It was on sale online.
That's nice. Yeah, I like those little droid ones they've been doing lately, like little theme droids.
Yeah. They're actually really cool.
This is the one I actually spent too much on.
Uh-oh. What is it?
Does anyone know what this is?
What is
that-
it?
From Japan?
It's still wrapped in the original paper from Hasbro
Is that
at
the Ronin?
Japan Celebration.
Oh, the
the
shit that
Ronin.
that you could buy on Amazon the same day.
It was
that
$20
went
cheaper on
exclusive
Amazon than
to
was
Japan.
Celebration. I know, but it's still freaking dope.
The shit that you can
Right.
find in Ollie's.
Right, but the thing you guys don't understand about that is that this box is not the same as
Really?
the
Oh
one
my
they
god,
released
I
on
don't
Amazon.
care.
It is the thick
It's
box,
not the
though. I
same.
mean, that's kind of 90% of what made it cool was like the display of the box.
That's
I mean,
right.
really,
That's right. That's why I bought
that
it
figure
as well.
was sick.
But I will say, I did not buy that until after I had pulled the one of one. So I pulled the one of one, and I was like, well, I can afford to buy one Black Series figure because I'll make it up like later in the year. I was like, I'll buy it. So that's whenever like I marched over there and bought it like late in Celebration on Sunday. And I still haven't taken it out of that paper, but that's because I don't have a great way to display it yet. But yeah, no, it's sick. Like I met the artist there.
cool.
And so that was another thing. I met the artist first. And I felt like it would be like a sacrilege not to buy it. Like after having met Takashi Okazaki and like hung out with him for a brief moment, he signed my Ahsoka poster. For those of you who don't know him, here I have like a couple of his pieces here, but he does these like Ahsoka like comic variant
those are
covers. He's an
fire.
amazing artist. But I had set my it's funny, I had set my screen backdrop on my phone to a Takashi
Cool.
piece.
That's cool, dude.
And I went to Japan, right? Like with like that on my phone. And then I found out he was at Celebration and he was going to be doing a signing and meet and greet on Saturday only for like a window. And for like, I think he did like a max of like 150 or 200. And you had to pick up a ticket and like they would assign you a number and et cetera. And it was free, but he was only doing like 150 of them. So I show up and then he's got that exact Ahsoka that was on my phone as one of the posters that he's signing. And I was just like, this is surreal, man. Like, I don't even understand like how this is happening. And I was like, dude, I got up to him. It was my turn. And I was like, I got to show you this because this is so weird. I literally put my lock screen and my background on my phone as a couple of your pieces like a week before I came out here because I had seen that releases of these like Marvel cover variants and thought they were incredible. So I put them as my lock screens as like a theme for me to come out here and come to Celebration and everything and be in Japan. And he was like, and I was like, and then you're here and you have the poster. It's right here. And he was like, he was blown away too. He was like, that's crazy. And so he signs it for him and we take like a selfie, you know, with it. And it was just cool because he was just as like surprised and pleased with it as I was, you know, which was cool.
Yeah. They had so many amazing like exclusives in Japan. Like I remember I was going to have like, because Tony was like picking up a few things for people. I was going to have him get me that it was the Micro Universe they had that was exclusive there. And then I was like, I don't want to do it. I saw they had the set at freaking ICC Con reselling it for $400. Like,
What?
Jesus.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep. Scalpers. I mean, yeah, scalping is a real thing, especially with like exclusives like that, because like, and I don't even fault them for it because it's like it's difficult to get that stuff and then actually bring it back. Like you have to like, there's a lot of money invested that people are like, oh, scalpers, you know, blah blah blah. And it's like actually like you have to invest a lot of time and money to be able to get those exclusives and bring them back. So like if you actually calculated it, they're probably not really scalping. They're actually just like making the margin on their time and for the product.
And with
you know
things like con exclusives, like for some people, they can't go to the con. So really that's the only way they're going to obtain something like that is like it's not like
and they didn't have to pay for the con
like,
either.
It's something that you can't yourself get any other way unless you go to somebody and buy it off of them or go there yourself.
Yeah. Nerd, why were you saying that like no one was excited for Visions 3?
So there was a joke. We were watching, it was super late because like, you know, we were on a weird time compared to what everybody else was on. We were doing the stream and they were doing a panel for Visions. And it was the dude's like, who here is excited for Visions? And it was crickets. And I'm like, these people came to this Visions panel. They were just randomly like Vision content was thrown at them. They got up and walked to a Visions panel. And it's like, ugh, Visions.
Yeah, it's weird that they didn't respond. I think people were just kind of like, I don't know. I think people were just kind of like lazy and locked in.
I told him too that it might have also been a majority of a Japanese speaking crowd. So like when a guy goes up there in full English saying who's ready for Visions, and then everybody's like, huh?
That's true though.
Well, dude, I was at like one of the off stages for the Ahsoka panel, like, because the way that it worked is that like there was like the Celebration main stage, and like when you were grabbing panels, like back in the US, like preemptively, like you were in a lottery, and it was like it was only allowing certain people in. You were in a queue, and only a certain amount of people got into Celebration stage, and then that was full, and then they were filtering people down into the other stages. And so like I never got a panel on Celebration stage. I only got like Twin Suns and the Galaxy stage. And those are like stages that are in the like main like space that you kind of go into. Celebration stage was like a little bit back into another space, but it was the live stage. Whereas the Twin Suns and the Galaxy stages were just like a screen, chairs, like everybody would be able to go in, but then there was like an MC and maybe a couple of people, but then it was like everything was projected on a screen. So it was like Hayden and Rosario were like actually on the Celebration stage in that panel space, but it was being like relayed to the other smaller stages. So like I was in Galaxy for Ahsoka, and so in there, like even there for Ahsoka, people were psyched, you know? But I mean, it's always going to be more hype where the actors all actually are. for like the celebration stage. But it's a lottery. Like I was watching Tony's stream while I was like trying to get in on my device, and Rachel, on my wife, on a different like device. We were trying to get in to book panels, and like we were watching people. Tony was getting in, and then we were just waiting, and then they were all gone for celebration stage, and so we never. It was like we were watching them just go, and we were just still waiting in a queue. So
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that
Yeah, it was-
big race for things because I have a feeling like
Kinda sucks.
how busy it was for Japan, it's gonna be 10 times that for LA.
so much more. LA is going to be a madhouse, but it'll probably be, if I have to guess, it'll probably be better organized. Just because like there were a lot of like communication disconnects in Japan, where like a lot of the people that were there to work the event there was just a language barrier, and so things didn't go as smoothly as they could have because people just didn't understand
Yeah.
one another.
Jesse had his Hayden auto canceled.
Yeah, a lot of people were in that situation. I got lucky because I'm kind of pushy when it comes to certain things. But I went in on Friday and the line was like 4 hours. And I was like, I'm not spending half my day waiting in line. So the way that it worked for Hayden's auto is that you had to get in line to get a ticket. I waited like 30 minutes in line to get my ticket to then get in line for Hayden's auto. It was bizarre because he was the only one where that was the case. Everyone else, you could just get right in their lines. So I was like, okay, I'll get my ticket. And then I'm looking at the line and I'm just like, I just waited for 30 minutes and I got my ticket, but now the line is like 4 hours. I was like, I'm going to sink my whole time and I may not even get there, you know? And I was like, so I asked somebody, I was talking to somebody in line next to me and I was like, do you think if we have our tickets so we could come back later? And so he was like, let me grab this person. And so we started talking to people. And then we ended up with like kind of a higher up official for like that for everybody. And they came in and they were like, if you have a ticket, and they were just talking kind of closely to this like select number of group, like in the back of the line. And they're like, if you have a ticket, you can come back on Sunday. And we were like, really? And they were like, yes. And so we were like, bet. And so we left. And then when we came back on Sunday, I took my red ticket and I put it in my wallet back behind my ID. And so then on Sunday and on Saturday, I got Anthony Daniels and his line was just normal. And then on Sunday, I got Tamira Morrison in the morning. I went to some other stuff. And then I came back for Hayden in the afternoon for his last signing. And I was watching the time in the app to see what time he was supposed to be there. And I got there an hour early. Whenever I got there, there was already a couple people posted up waiting for the line to open for Hayden. And I was like, so you guys all like, trying to scope the line for Hayden? They're like, yeah. And I was like, cool. So I hung out with them. I was like, cool, I'm going to post up with y'all. I don't have anything better to do. I'm going to wait for Hayden's auto. And then an official saw us all kind of gathering, came over and they were like, he's an hour behind. He's doing photo ops. What do you guys want to do? They were like, he was like, if you guys stay here and build this line right now, he will come over, guaranteed. And we were like, we're waiting, all of us. It was probably like 20 of us. And we're like, we're waiting. And he was like, cool. Opened up the line, filtered us down. I was like probably 15 people back from the front of the line. And we all waited for about 90 minutes. And everybody got their autos and got to meet Hayden. So like I waited for like probably 2.5 hours total on Sunday and like made it happen. So, and it was great. Like he was super cool. I had a little conversation with him. He like asked me how my day was like right away. And I was like, yo, like, what are you talking about, bro?
Very personal.
Like, he was super nice, man. He's great. I would encourage everybody to like, if he's at a con near you, like go meet him because he's as good as everybody says he is.
Yeah, what I'm hoping for, like if I can save up enough, is I'm trying to get a sketch card made. The Tops artist that I interviewed a few weeks ago, Ryan Finley, he just happened to tell me when he was like, he cleaned out his art desk and he had a, because at Tops, they only give them so many that they're allowed to sell. He just happened to find a blank Revenge of the Sith card.
Yeah.
that was like from Tops, and I was like, hold on to that. So I was going to have him do the last scene of Revenge of the Sith with Vader, Palps, and Tarkin looking at the Death Star being built. But then I found out that Ewan and Hayden are going to be in Chicago. So I'm going to have him do Mustafar dual card and then get a dual auto on it.
Yeah, that'll be crazy. How did he tell you that was doable?
Yeah, because I looked up some of his like stuff he's done before, and I found one that I says like a kind of a reference point. I kind of photoshopped it kind of together. Like I liked like this style, like because basically he had one that he did. It was old Obi-Wan and Maul like facing each other, holding their blades, and the blades like came together to split the card down the middle.
Mhm.
And it was very much kind of it was very within the Clone Wars style. And it was almost like a playing card the way like the art was with it. So I was like, I like how that was with their like backs like face shows. So I said, but I want them to like face away from each other. So I like made it like that, and then said like between them have that moment where like their blades clash and the lava shoots up behind them, and then like the whole background be lava and like the fire and everything behind them.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, that sounds like an awesome idea. So that's kind of what I gave him to work with. But yeah, he's like, that's definitely doable. Like I said, instead of Obi-Wan and Maul, make it like young Ewan from episode 3. And then I said, like, do like Anakin, but do like the hood up and everything. Like, so yeah. Then I figure I'd get him to sign on each side.
Yeah, it's tricky
where
when
their
you start
characters
trying
on
to
it.
fit that all into a card this size, right?
Yeah, let me show you here because I
show me.
did a little. I'll show you the mock-up that I sent him.
Because like
It's kind of
a
hard
lot
to
of
just
times with
explain, because that's why I had to do the mock-up, because I kept trying to explain it. And I was like,
Yeah.
it's hard to explain what I was looking for.
'Cause a
So
lot
I
of
just kind of
times
made
this-
that, and then he's like, oh, okay.
A lot of
So let me
times
show
the
you.
sketchographs are like where my jungle Jedi is down here, that's where the auto goes, and it's blank, and they have like a horizontal line here, and then it's sketched from like here up. You know.
So this was kind of the mock-up that I made.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
So I was figuring the autos could go on each side there. Maybe even to the side. Like you could have...
Yeah. So they would be autoing like over the image, essentially.
Yeah.
Instead of like having a blank spot for the auto, they would be autoing over their like portraits that are
on a paint marker, probably. I'll
profiles of
probably
their
get like a white
portraits.
paint marker.
Yeah. That'll be crazy.
Yeah, I figure I'd end up looking pretty dope, and then I'll just get like slabbed, and I'll just permanent PC piece for me.
Yeah, just authenticated slab
Mhm.
PSA. That's it. Yeah, that'll be sick. If Finley is good at doing the tiny stuff, because that like going in and doing that tiny little like clash of them on Mustafar is like the hardest part of the whole thing, you know?
Yeah, he's good at like the because that was kind of one that was much different than a lot of the other stuff that he's done in like the past. Because like a lot, he does like the normal like portrait art that like most of the artists kind of do.
Sure.
But yeah, he had like let's see if I can find here what it originally looked like. Because I did it when I interviewed him. I had a bunch of his stuff on here.
For somebody that hates Reva, my buddy sent me like 4
That's the original of that
Black Series
card.
figures of Reva. Ooh,
That's a sick one. That's sick, but you do it with Anakin, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that was what it originally looked like. I was like, but like change it this way.
Whenever BP was like, "Oh, I think this is the patch card," I got excited, and then he showed this, and I was like,
That's what the Revenge of the Sith cards look like, the sketch cards.
Gotcha,
He did this one too.
That one's sick.
Sorry.
I've seen.
But yeah, it just has that little border
All
at
right,
the bottom.
Brick, I gotta send this to you then.
All right.
You gotta
PC
pull
Reva.
this up.
Oh no, where'd everybody go?
Oh, you're so.
Oh
weird.
yeah, everybody's back.
Hold on. This one's better. This one's better.
The stream got mad at Reva.
That's actually a pretty sick Obi-Wan
So bad.
patch.
The Obi-Wan is sick. Pull that one up again.
What's going on, Gazer?
Show the Obi-Wan again. Yeah, so that image is also in the Weiss Schwartz set.
Oh really?
Oh, I
Yep.
love this.
Yeah, I like how his blade looks there.
Yeah, it's like a palette knife painting. Yo, what up, Gazer? Macman says this is pod gazing. Now this is pod gazing. Now that Gazer's here. Sick. Did you guys? So have you guys jumped into Battle Packs, whatnot streams at all recently?
Yeah.
A few times, yeah. I was in there the other day.
Have you guys seen the Claude sketch of mine that keeps showing up?
Yes. I was there when you were doing it.
Yeah,
Oh, I
right. You
know
were
that.
there.
I-
Some of y'all
I
were at the table when
video-
I was doing it.
I videotaped.
Yeah.
But I haven't posted it yet. Oh, what's wrong with me?
Yeah, so that one was just like as a joke, just sitting at the table. I was like, it'd be funny if I just did one real quick and handed it to VP. And so I like did one real fast, sleeved it up. It was like 10-minute sketch. Handed it to BP. And hey, thank you. I appreciate that. But I handed it to him and he was like, "Is this for me? Like, what the F?" You know? And I was like, dude, like it's all good. Like I could just like sit here and do these all day or whatever. And I thought it was just a joke, you know? And then he's got people offering him money on every single stream for that sketch. Every single time, up to $75 for the 10-minute sketch. And I'm like, this is crazy, bro. That y'all like, he's like, literally, I have to tell people to fuck off with this thing. Oh, like how, bro? That's a 10-minute sketch of a. Never mind.
Because it says
Claude.
good.
No, it is. It's
It's
decent
cool.
enough, right? Like,
Yeah.
I appreciate that. No, it's a good little quick sketch.
That thing
Like,
fucking sucks.
yeah,
Yeah.
Wrath knows. People are
jealous.
disillusioned. It sucks.
Oh.
But
Well,
that's
guys.
just because Wrath is trying to hide his true feelings for Claude.
Nope.
Who the fuck is Claude?
I would squish that fucking worm.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, are we talking about like a character or like a real person named Claude? Like a,
Claude
like,
is a character in Star Wars, but he
Oh.
also starred in Jackass. In the scene where they went underwater and they found the sea cucumber.
nice.
Yeah, that's Claude.
All right, guys. Well,
I
I
have no
think
idea who the
we
fuck
might wrap
Claude
it
is.
up because it's like almost 2 in the
Time.
morning.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Depends on where you are, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm about dead. I don't know about you
Oh,
guys.
right.
Fucking
What
die.
the fuck?
Oh,
Jungle's
we're dying.
sitting in that
Oh.
nice mountain time zones. He's fine.
I kind of want to die now after looking up Claude. Like my eyes.
Why did you do that to
It's
yourself?
Claude has is a similar to like a one of the more advanced prototypes that Trojan has put out recently.
Trojan man.
Oh God, I'm sorry. Yeah, Gazer. We're gonna wrap up here. Or if you'd been here a little earlier, we would have you jump in, but I think we're all pretty toasted,
Yeah.
like Anakin on Mustafar. So
Or like Swooner trying to read a book.
Yeah, we're tired.
Fuck off.
Or like Wrath trying to save some money. Oh.
No sun.
All right.
really
Well,
trying to save
guys,
somebody.
it's been lovely. It's awesome talking to you guys. We will be at. We will figure out the streaming thing. I'll get a different program next week so that we can make this actually work properly. We're gonna have Star Wars Closet on, so he'll be
Do we
on
have to?
next week with us. What's that?
Do we have to?
Oh, never mind. He doesn't have to come on.
Yeah, MacMan. That's
Yes,
him.
Magman.
But
Yeah.
we have him next week. And then 2 weeks from now, guys, I don't know if everybody else here knows or not, we will have Roger Christian on. He will be on to talk about his movie, Galaxy Built on Hope, and kind of just answer some of you guys' questions and everything. So kind of just start getting to thinking those. You can ask a legend a question in a couple weeks.
Can we rent that on at Blockbuster?
No, you can't rent anywhere right now. I think the only way you can get it's literally at the con. He told me in his email that he thinks he has a couple interested parties into getting it streaming.
Hopefully,
get it.
man.
That's good.
Where is
So,
Disney
fingers
Plus
crossed
on
for him.
this?
Fucking eating the biggest bag of dicks.
Kathleen won't let him put it on Disney Plus because she's not involved in it whatsoever.
They want a hand in it, yeah.
Kathleen is the worst thing that's ever happened. Never mind.
What?
But yeah,
Take that.
that's gonna be the next couple weeks. So we'll hopefully got you guys for the watch. And may the force be with you as well, Mac. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for stopping by, Gazer. Thank you guys for hanging out as late as you did and walking through all the technical dungeon fires that we had there.
Yeah, and Jungle Jedi skipping around like a fucking gazelle.
Yeah,
Hey.
for anybody out there, don't use Riverside.
Yeah, stay away from Riverside.
I've been called a gazelle for many years. Okay.
Shut up.
Jelly.
All right.
Nope.
Well, you guys have I guess wonderful morning now at this point. So Saturday morning cartoons are going to be on here in just a few, guys.
No, I'm knocking. I got to be up in 4 hours.
Woo!